Do you hear it? The sleigh bells, they're ring-ting-tingling. And it's that time of the year once again. And so I have but one question for all of you here tonight. And that question is, well, are you ready? Now let me ask it one more time. Are you ready? Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the paradigm. It is the countdown to Fistmas, and it is time. Hello, a lot of hellos all over in the chat from the Dragon Force R, from Splendid, not Cherry, actually, that's Sprinkles more than likely. Let me see, Lion is in here as well, the Woken One is here. DJ with a yo-yo and a yo-yo right back. Poka's in here. We got a bunch of people just stepping in here already. Sonic Gaming right there. Solara right there. Everybody's here today. And let me tell you, it feels good to, okay, it don't feel quite good. I still can't close my hand like very, very quickly. But it feels good to have my arm out of a sling. It feels real good, I'll tell you what. Oh, that being said, we got a show, don't we? there's a lot of stuff packed into the show because you have to realize there's next Friday, which is Fracture, and then the Friday right after that, it's the first night of the 2-night event that will be the fight before Christmas. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So we don't got a whole lot of time. We're getting there because the fight is about to be on, and we're kicking off with a very special start to our show because she is undeniable at this point. She is your double champion, and she is Miss March 7. So let's take us live over to the Inferno set as Miss March kicks off Friday Night Inferno and the countdown to Fistmas. Give me the flames! You guys are not here. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna get y'all. Wait, I'm sorry. I made y'all disappear. I didn't mean to do this. Hold on a minute. We go right there. Ookie spooky. Let me see. You zippity doodah, zippity day. Where are y'all? Y'all are here? Get over there. Thank you. Welcome back. March 7th coming out with both titles around her shoulders. My gosh. Let me see, AV delete us. Yeah, you know, I'm the ultimate deleter. I hate to do it to the people. I undeleted you, you're welcome. Today's show looks like quite the interesting show, both for good and for not so favorable. Yeah, we have a good show ahead of us, I'll tell you what. I'm excited to see what the competitors do, but I'm excited to see what March 7th has to say here tonight. The aura. Hey, she is, I said it before moments ago, she is undeniable at this point. She is got her name etched in the record books rather, as one of the greatest. She's in the upper echelons of AEW superstars. When you think of, like, who beats March 7th, it's hard to think about who beats March 7th at all. And here we go. The poll, there's no poll. She's just coming out here to talk. She's kicking off the show. Something that doesn't have a clear explanation. I think there's a lot of things at this point that don't have a clear explanation this March. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, to her credit, it has been March all year. Name everybody, like, you know, your Sakuras, your Cassiuses, your Hinas. Dang, even calling Kuzu, jeez. Calling Sakura paper champion too was crazy. Called herself the Undisputed. Margaret? I don't know what Margaret's doing out here. Margaret did recently have an incredible match against Merrin, but what is Margaret coming out and interrupting the double champion? Grabbing a microphone, okay. See, I just mentioned the Merrin match. Huh? Whoa, not the All-Star title? Yo, you can't call Margaret dense. You can't do that. She might be onto something. Not rookie. Yo, I'd be heated. I would be heated. Oh, she's listing them all out. What does Margaret have that they don't? That's a really good question. Wait a minute. What she's about to have is the champion right where she wants her, power bombs her. Oh, dang. Margaret came out and made an impact statement to the champ. Wait, hold on a minute. Bring me back over here. Margaret. What? Look, I gotta agree, when it came to what was going on there, I was like, okay, yeah, it seems like we're gonna have Margaret come out here and challenge for the All-Star title, but instead, it's specifically going after the Fight Forever Championship. That's not official. That match is not official. I got no message from my general managers, but we're gonna keep an eye on that situation as the night progresses. We've had a hot start already. And it is Inferno, it's the hot show, so that does make a little bit of sense. We, however, are going to kick off our first match of the night because we got a little open challenge. It's Mondo's Road Rage. Miss Margaret. My gosh. Shades of John Cena's debut much? A little bit. And a lot of you, I think, said, like, ruthless aggression. That's what I was thinking, too. I was like, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. But honestly, if Margaret does get that match and she's able to beat the record-breaking streak of March, that's what we're talking about. Anywho, let me get your polls out here. And over here we got the Mondo. We got the mystery. It is the Road Rage. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it feels so good to type with two hands again, dude. Let me talk to you, dude. Anywho, I didn't get a really good chance to ask you guys, how's your Friday going? It's the end of the week. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Hope if you had a bad week, we're about to have a great Inferno, so you can forget about it, relax, grab some snacks, and get ready for a good night of wrestling as we build to the fight before Christmas. And I need to actually start the match. As I catch up with the chat while it loads. Start this show. And get us ready here. Very good, very good. Flair saying I need to return to the ring, man, but feels very Cena-y. Yes, it does feel very Cena-y. Grace saying, ruthless aggression is so back, baby, I can't wait. Hey, in the midst of John Cena's retirement, somebody's bringing out that ruthless aggression. A lot of respect. It's going well, AVCon. Don't you do that to me, Marcel. I will fight you in this. I won't fight you in this neck brace. I'm not trying to get hurt anymore. But I'll have somebody else fight you. Oh man, the Woken one saying, it's been relatively fine for myself today. Very nice, very good, good to hear. Splendid saying, doing great, getting ready for the Rumble that's in a few weeks. Hey, you know what, Splendid? Good luck in that Rumble. I hope you show out. I truly, sincerely do. Going well, already prepared the Christmas pizzas. What does a Christmas pizza entail? What does a Christmas pizza entail? That much I don't know. Avi, you ain't gonna get anyone to fight me, man. We both know this. Oh, that's not true. I'm sure plenty of people would be prepared to throw down with you if need be. That being said, you guys have your predictions. The match is loaded, so let's kick off our show. Let's get our first match of the night as things continue to heat up. And we are starting the night with Mondo and ending the night with Pai. Very interesting. Last time, on Sunday with the first of these open challenges, Takemaru answered it. Tonight, Mondo goes out again. So far, no victories. Last time, Pai was with him, and some people say that Pai's interference ended up backfiring and costing Mondo. Tonight, he's doing it on his own. We'll see how this plays out. Zhao Julio saying rather, Ilya is legit in doing the John Cena Open Challenge. Oh, Ilya's dope. Love that guy. Maybe one day we'll try and get him in here. Christmas pizza is when you put the tree onto the pizza? Okay, so now I'm imagining like a pine pizza, and I don't know how I feel about it, you know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about it. Kaz saying, been alright working on a project. Okay, getting a little productivity, we like to see it. Wait a minute! That's the Pyro Archon! On her motorcycle! I almost forgot we were doing an open challenge! Malvika's here! Is it all bikers? It doesn't have to be all bikers, but we got 2 bikers in a row. This is crazy. Oh, what a thunk! What do I think of Little Debbie's Christmas cakes on a pizza? That sounds dreadful. That sounds dreadful, but ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, in all of her glory, Mondo's going one-on-one with the Pyro Archon. My gosh. Hey. We'll see. Have all the Archons fought now, or is there one left? Ooh! I think they have all had one match, at least. Unless we're counting Columbina. But starting off hot, Mondo going one-on-one. Malvika. Punch right to the jaw. Malvika with a reversal. Farina, I think, has also fought exactly one time. I think there was a fatal 4-way. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Clocking her already. Wait, hold on. 1, 2. I thought we almost had our first fall already. Yo, what's good? Okay, well, yeah, don't let them in until it's time for their matches. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Thanks. Yep. Thank you. All right, great. Whew. All right. Oh my gosh, trying to go for a finisher again, and a big kick to the side of the skull. Anything goes in this matchup. It's Road Rage. All these street-themed items are under the ring right now. And a trash can lid goes right onto the forehead of Mondo. Owada lost his talent, and now he's fighting an Archon. But that's what he wanted. He wanted to find that spark. He wanted to find that Road Rage again. Stomp. And Mondo now kind of wailing it away on our Pyro Archon here. Okay. Let me see. Clocker Mondo. Oh, you know what? That's his new, his finisher name now. Clocker. Kicked out of 1 that time, though. She's far from gone. Mondo is likely still thankful for this fight as he throws Malvika into the the apron. Jeez Louise, and again just tossing her around on the outside. Malvika able to push him away. Stomping on the arm of Mondo, stomping and turning him around. And continuing to stomp on the arm, trying to weaken that clothesline, now calling for him to get up. If Mondo's able to reverse this, this match might just be his, but it doesn't look like it as she goes around and around with a burnout for not even 1. Now, I know Mondo has taken that loss hard. Oof! From this past Sunday against Takemaru. 1, 2, but it is 2 this time. And again, back-to-back burnouts for 1, 2. Still not resiliency and still not enough. But I will say, both of those finishers just even this entire matchup as now a traffic cone and wailing it around, getting the approval of the audience. Mondo rolls out of the way, trying to do a big forearm, but instead gets a gutful of no. Oh, no, bro. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's awful. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's way worse. I didn't know that was a thing. That's so terrible. That's terrifying. Oh, man. Into the pinfall after the sledgehammer shot. That's 1. That's 2. Yeah, I wouldn't be kicking out, but somehow he did it without resiliency. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Mondo, you don't need your ultimate talent. Big ol'. Oh! She claymored him through the barricade! 1, 2! Y'all. That's crazy. Stood up and again, burnout. My gosh, after he got dropped on his nuts and cheek region, on that traffic cone, he ain't never been the same. He ain't never been the same. Neckbreaker onto the trash can lid, though. Onto the trash can lid and now wailing away on Malvika. Stood back up. Mondo trying to fight his way back into this using the steel steps to his advantage. Oh, he's going all the way up. Was not too keen about going through that barricade, but instead, big drop kick. From heaven to high waters to 1, 2. Remember, she did not have resiliency. Can she stay? It's nice to have a fire deity for once, Lamau. Honestly, after kicking him through the barricade, we might have to talk to her. Might have to talk to her as that overhead belly-to-belly lands. And a standing, hold on a minute. 1, 2, no resiliency, still kicked out. Still survives, and look at Mondo. He's so frustrated. He's so hurt, so banged up, and he's just not having it. He's not having it at all. All of that, and it's mostly mental at this point. It's mostly mental that's getting at Mondo right now. Oh, but ducked underneath and caught him from behind. Come on for 1, 2, clocked her and burned resiliency. This match is not over. Malvika stood right back up. Tossed over and around. Mondo's got a long ways to go to get back into this thing, but it's not impossible. Couple shots to the gut. Yeah, we've had a really hot start to Inferno. No pun intended. Dropped him right on the barricade, and no. Hold on a minute. Oh. Shoulder and arm first. Could have dislocated that shoulder onto the barricade. And what is she thinking here? Knee strike. Right to the back of the neck. I don't really like that move. I'm going to keep it a buck with you after seeing Amon do it over and over again to Ito. And after a single sledgehammer shot to the gut, could have taken the wind out of Mondo. Is it going to be enough? 1. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Stepped out of the way. Trying to go into the... Oh my gosh! Almost onto the steel steps. Mondo still got that power game. And if he can keep the momentum going in his direction, he might be able to turn this match around. But right now, just walking and walking. But look who's trying to meet him there. It's Malvika. Mondo a step faster. And so, oh, wait, hold on. Stalling suplex out of that position. Hold on a minute. Still showcasing that strength. Mondo still got that in him. Elbow drop doesn't land, and look who has a finisher. Worked up right afterwards, kipped up, and sends her to the steps. Mondo still got life, trying to roll her up again, saying, please, let this be enough. Please, give me the 3, 1, 2. Still not enough. He sent her all the way around the ring, and it's still not enough, and the Claymore that put him through the barricade lands again, but she's not going for the pin. She's getting that. Oh, please. No, look, Malvika, please. You already caused enough damage with that thing. You can stop. You can chill. You can chill, girl. You can chill. And oh, burnout. As it looks like it's going to be 2-0 in this Road Rage Open Challenge. My gosh. Yo, if you look at everything that happened around the ring, it looked like anarchy. It looked like anarchy. As I suspected, Mondo hasn't lost his physical prowess. Only truly what his ultimate entailed. That is true. How much is true? Dropped. And let's not forget about the spot that we saw with that traffic cone. Hopefully they don't show that again. I was gonna say, thank goodness they didn't show that again. 1 out of 1 put her in the Flame Tribe. You know what? They gotta be watching that. Jay saying, you know, as someone who uses the Claymore as his finisher, I can tell a good Claymore when I see one, and Malvika's got a great one. Claymore through the barricade was nuts. That was crazy. We've only seen the barricade break like 3 times in the history of this business. That was insane. It was a close match. I'm resisting the urge to call her Fire Mommy. Fair. I'm taking a very oof. That kick is crazy. Okay, I wanted to stay about time we've got a Fire Goddess as that burnout lands again. And that was the end of the match. Marcel saying being a Mondo fan is being stuck in a humiliation ritual that ends to give you hope only to take it away again. Oh, Marcel. You hate to see it. I didn't even know you could use that move to put someone through the barricade, and neither did I. It really caught me off guard. I was like, huh? Oh, man, always on top. Hey, congratulations to her. Mondo is still 0 for 2 in this open challenge. He's got this coming Sunday. He's got next Friday. He's got the Sunday after that, and he's got the fight before Christmas. He's got 4 battles left. We'll see if that happens. We will see. The Archon killed him. Well, unfortunate for him. She did kind of go crazy. I gotta give her that. Well, Vika went kind of crazy. Pyro Archon went kind of nuts. So I'm gonna give it to her. Good on her. That being said, let me talk to you about this next match. It is the first of 2 Fatal 4-Ways. This first one is gonna set the precedent. The winner of this match will go on with their teammate to the fight before Christmas to fight Kaito and Ryoma. In the second match, that team can essentially stop it from being a triple threat by winning with both partners, you know what I mean? Or it could become a triple threat. We'll see how that all plays out as I give you guys your polls to start. Let me see. Now, I do have something to say, I wish to say rather, if I may. I will only say it once, as not to sour the mood. Yeah, shoot. Absolutely. She won because it was Friday Night Inferno. You know what? You're right. I just want Fraudio and Fraud Luigi to lose. It's crazy. Oh, man. I have, by perhaps a miracle, convinced Converge to stand down some weeks ago from trying to eliminate the Aswang. Now look. I kind of wish you didn't do that. Yeah, you know, that's just me speaking. I know some people still believe that there's a decent human being somewhere deep, hold on. Deep. Deeper, and I'm gonna stick this chip into this dip. I want you to look. Now, this is surface level. This is a surface level. That's a surface level dip right there. You see, there's just a little cheese right there. If you go, I'm talking like we sticking this whole thing in here. We're sticking that whole thing. We're sticking the whole thing in there, and we're closing the lid. We're gonna shake it up a little bit. That's how deep I'm talking. Deep as possible. Deep. That's how deep I'm talking. Anywho, let me get you your pulse. Let me see this. Wario. That's Fuyuhiko. Very good. Here, a pole. That's a good dip. Choose outcome, it was indeed mystery. And here Twitch, we got Fuyuhiko. We got Olivier. We got Wario. We got Skeletor. I'm not exactly sure who the favorite is in this match. I think it's just gonna be a heavy set match between these 4 competitors, and it's about to start right now. No ifs, ands, or buts. Let's get it. It would appear that deep is AV's word of the day. It might be. Geez, how deep are we talking? Also, dunk that chip. Just have nachos? I have, these are actually just chips and queso blanca. Very tasty. I was very much not going to eat these during the stream, but now since I got them, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have a couple more. If you just committed a crime against humanity, the IRC will be coming for you for this. The IRC's already got me back into a corner. I can't get in too much more trouble, but I'll have to deal with it until January. Well, that's not true. We gotta deal with it before January. But I digress. Olivier is here. We have a good budget, though. We do have a pretty good budget, Rio. You're right. The budget is actually a-okay right now. But as I said, only once, so we may enjoy the show as we please. Very good, very good. That is deep, you're dang right, DJ. Very, very deep. So deep. Stop committing chip crimes, AV. I'll never stop. They call me the chip crumbler. I speak as a former representative of the IRC. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. We don't need any IRC scrubs here. Jeez Louise. Lamingo. Yeah, we're not, upper management's not too high on Shingo Lamingo. She is causing us some trouble. I digress, though. Yeah, stunt on them haters, Olivier. Hey, I'm actually very curious to see what the percentages are going to be for your polls for this one. Because I think we have 4 pretty strong contenders in this match. Like, right now, at the very earliest bit of this, it's pretty even. It's 33% to Fuyuhiko. In fact, it's actually 30-30, 20-20, so it's a pretty even split. Skeletor, over the summer, had some incredible performances, but is yet to claim gold here in the AWE. That being said, he's only really been here, in a consistent manner since the summer, so it's not that crazy. In fact, that could all change in the fight before Christmas with his partner Skull. We'll see if he's able to do that and earn them a spot tonight. Or will he lose and it will be up to Skull later on tonight instead? We will see. Solar saying, yep, enough talk about mangoes. No, not mangoes, lamingos, but yeah, I got you. It is match time, and coming out next in this match, it is Fuyuhiko. Hey, if that ain't a short little baby face dude. Cav saying, was gonna add San, thus shortening, but no. Lamingo gets no honorific. We love that. Lamal. Alex saying, let me tell you something in this ring, in this mic, even in commentary, I'm the greatest OC in the world. Well, who knows? Huh? Well, you're not the OC champion. Right now, I think the greatest OC in the world is DJ, let me talk to you. It's the guy from Danganronpa 2x2, which is next year. I don't know what time next year. I don't know if it has a release date. Y'all would be the ones to tell me. I just exist, and when they actually come out, I'm like, oh, I guess I probably need to make time to play this. And last but not least in this matchup, it is. You guys, he doesn't just have Mondo's jacket. He really did buy his bike. Wario really did buy Mondo's bike. Oh my gosh. That son of a gun. Diabolical. And that's a man who's coming back for that tag team championship. I can't, well, you know what? I was gonna say I can't believe this. I absolutely can. I can certainly and sincerely believe this. Wario, you already have a motorcycle. Right, why do you need to buy it? He does have a motorcycle. Why? Why did he not steal Mondo's? I can't say he stole it. He unfortunately did buy it, I believe, very legally. But man, and there's Pi. Hey Pi, we found out where that motorcycle is gone. It's Fatal 4-Way, it's elimination. Last one standing gets into the tag team championship match for their teammate. And they're hoping their teammate wins later tonight, so it's just a 1v1 instead of a triple threat. But this match begins. We got two big powerhouses in Wario and Skeletor fighting on one side, and then two very good all-arounders in Fuyuhiko and Olivier. Fuyuhiko more so a little bit of a brawler. But it's kind of hard to brawl when you just got one eye. Keep it a buck with you. Pinfall over on Skeletor, but a kick out. Remind me why I can't sue him? He bought it legally. He purchased it legally. Roll through. Oh, but a roll right back. Fuyuhiko has him down for one. And it's kicked out into another pin. They're doing a little pinfall shenanigans over here. And Olivier looking to take advantage on Skeletor. Shot to the back. Into the back of the knee. Your point is, I don't think that lawsuit's gonna stay. You can try and sue him. But I don't think it's gonna really do anything, Pi. Look, lawsuits aren't the answer to everything. Especially when there's nothing really to sue. That is a good chip. Alright, let me close this chip. Let me close this chip and focus on this match. Early doors see Wario already having a hurdy back. Up to that middle rope. Calling for Skeletor to get up. Olivier kind of just watching. No, not watching anymore. Yanks Wario down and saying, if I gotta eliminate all of you to do this, I'll do it. A la Queen, who this Sunday eliminated, Chie, Hina, and Panette all in a Fatal 4-Way match. Can someone do the same thing here tonight? He also technically stole Mondo's jacket, right? I don't know if he stole it. Mondo might have just abandoned it low-key. Suplex. And a big old sit. Now the jacket was left with the bike, so that's also true. I don't have all of the details. In fact, I think I was still out at that point, so it is what it is. We'll see how this all plays out, though. Ooh! Said forget about it, rushed his hands off at him, and Olivier running out of the way saying, okay, yeah, no, I don't want any more of that. Going after the man who's already on the ground, which is crazy work, by the way. He said, Skeletor, that man's down, I'm gonna get him. Okay, but I can sue for my jacket, right? Yeah, but Wario's rich. He's probably just gonna settle. He's probably just gonna pay the damages. In the end, it might cost you more with a power bomb. Stood up. And, reversal by, oh my gosh, by Fuyuhiko, who's looking to put Skeletor away. Wario standing up all alone in the ring as everyone's looking to wail away at the Yakuza's own babyface gangster. Stood into the ring. Big old clothesline from the big, I can't call him beefy, and a big boot afterwards. Skeletor, my gosh. And a leg drop. Oh, man. 1-2. Kick out by Wario. Let me see. Then tell him to pay the bill. Ugh. Forget about it. Spine buster. 1-2. Olivier kicks out. No resiliency. Oh, okay. I thought he was going for that big. Oh my gosh, that big Waluigi spear by Fuyuhiko. Now hold on a minute. Hold on a second. That's crazy. How do you throw a trash can at somebody and then spear somebody else? Oh, but now it is almost looking like a David versus Goliath battle with those two in the ring. Dragging Fuyuhiko over towards the middle of the ring. Has him up on the shoulders and slams him right down. But Fuyuhiko wisely gets out of the ring quickly and runs off. Runs away saying, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Hard pass. Sledgehammer. Right to Olivier. Fuyuhiko's now got Skeletor's number. Sends him down. Let me see. Wario is just the emphasis of big, says the Converge one. We are having all the locks checked. That is fair. Can I get a very good lock on my locker so Mr. Wario doesn't take my stuff? Hey, you know, our lockers are pretty good. Wait. What was that, sand? Was that sand in the eye of those tables on fire? What's going on in this match? Sand in the eyes of Skeletor. Wario trying to set Fuyuhiko on fire. You don't think? There's no way. Maybe it's just save Fuyuhiko's life and put the fire out as well. My gosh. It ain't Inferno for no reason. Hide your kids. Hide your sprinkles. This match rolls on. Skeletor waiting for somebody to get tossed back in there. Wario meets him there. Slams his face right on the mat. Goes for the pinfall. Skeletor is hurting a little bit. 1, 2, but not hurting nearly enough. Saying, you're going to have to burn a finisher on me to put me away, to put me down. Can't have Inferno without a flaming table. I mean, we could. I mean, we probably should. We probably should have, you know. We probably should. And now all 4 competitors back in the ring. Skeletor, I think, was weaving out of the way. Wait, no, hold on. Oh! 1, 2, kick out. I'm surprised. Hold on a minute. That was the finisher. That was dethorned by the man, the myth, the legend, Olivier, and somehow, someway, Fuyuhiko kicked out without resiliency. That's the shock of the century. And what does Olivier have planned here? Looking to put Skeletor away too, but a reversal by Skeletor, sending Olivier back first on the mat. Oh, man. Olivier, you don't want to turn around. Wait. Reversal by Olivier. Reversal right back by Skeletor. Try to jump off of the ropes. Another elbow right to the nose from behind. Dragging Olivier. Olivier, a couple shots to the gut. Oh, and this time drop kick sends Skeletor down. Olivier going high, but Skeletor going low, not stopping. Deep arm drag to the outside from the heavens. My gosh. From the skylights to the ground with that deep arm drag. Dropped him. Skeletor back in the ring. At this point, Skeletor might be the first one out. Mans is hurt, Mans is beat up, but that might change in just a second. Wario calling for people to get up. Thought about focusing on Skeletor, but hold on a minute. Oh, no, Fuyuhiko, you gotta get out of that. You gotta get out of that. Ugh! Powerbomb, Skeletor's foot on the barricade. And a clothesline, all 4 of these men are winded. Into the ring again. Reversal and a headbutt. Wario's now, getting a super kick to the back of the head. I gotta point out to you guys, Wario right now is the freshest competitor. Maybe it's because he didn't have to walk down to the ring. Maybe it's because he had a motorcycle to get him there. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen that ladder bridge. Wait, Wario, what are you doing? Double axe to the back of Olivier. Let me see. You aren't smart enough to do a, oh dang, a test. And what beast a cat Lamau? Not a last warning, hold on. Talking to the OC champion like that is crazy work. No shot. Has him up, sends him down. Fuyuhiko steps back into the ring. Olivier looks like he's going to follow him. And maybe, I was going to say, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It actually might not be Skeletor who's out first, as he's looking to dethorn him, and he's turning it into a submission. He's yanking. He still didn't burn. Hey, yo, what? Fuyuhiko? Fuyuhiko, what on earth? What on earth, my guy? I'm shocked he's still in this thing. Drop kick, missile drop kick right to the bad eye. He literally couldn't see it coming. That's one. That's two, and that is not even resiliency. Not even resiliency. Fuyuhiko's just out. It's up to Majima to get them a tag team opportunity as we're down to 3 in this fight. And 3 might very quickly become 2 as Olivier gets rolled up with no resiliency. 1, 2. Kicked out. Kicked out. Against the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb by Wario. Oh, man, y'all. Wario is showing everyone why he is one of the longest reigning champions in AWE history. Popped up, powerbombed Olivier too. He might be the only person left with resiliency in this fight, and he is. Oh my gosh. Has him up. Drops the trash can on Skeletor. Wario saying this is just another day. It's just work at the end of the day. Oh, man. But hold on. Reversal again by Wario. Hold on a minute. And a power slam. And that might be enough to put away Skeletor. Feet on the ropes. He got him. He got him with the feet on the ropes. But from behind, the scheme team gets him, dethorned him into the pinfall. He's got no resiliency. 1. Oh. Oh. One? You're telling me 1? Olivier going for an elbow drop. He's got a long way to go in this fight. Oh my gosh. There's a whole fight going on in the Twitch chat. Goodness gracious. Olivier has the stairs. That might be exactly what he needed as he bumps his face right on those steps. And they're fighting on top of this ladder too. Olivier. Oh no. No. Oh, thank goodness. I thought that was going to be the end of him. I thought he was going to be a goner. I thought he was about to go neck first in between the rungs of those ladders. Olivier fighting back, not giving up in this fight. Drops someone on the knee. This could be Olivier's big moment. But he's going to have to put away the longest reigning men's tag team champion of all time to do it. Stood up again. Olivier's got a signature and a finisher. If he can get him into the ring and hit both, he may have won the match. He's going up high. Wario holding his neck. He's turning himself around. Oh my gosh, got him to the back. And he might not have to use his signature or finisher. 1, 2. Still not resiliency. Still not resiliency. Dragging Wario. Is he going to be able to get him? Oh, no. He's thinking. Turns him around saying, I don't need this table to win. But the table stopped. But he's still potentially able to hit. The dethorned into the... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wario still doesn't burn. Wario still doesn't burn. He was dethorned into a submission, but he still didn't burn. Wario stands back up, clothesline! And now Olivier is in danger, stomped away. Turns him back around. And this time, he is the one who's got that signature locked. No, I'm sorry, that submission locked in deep on him. Remember, he had no resiliency. And whips him around, able to survive. If only for a moment. Tossing him. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, you don't think. Olivier looking over and saying, no, I don't. If I miss, it could be the end of my night. He's waiting, he's dissecting, he's thinking. He's saying, buy yourself some wiggle room. And then he jumps at him! But look who's standing right back up and sends him face first. And tried to put him on top of the ladder. Wario said, I'll end your career. You won't make it with your partner. Oh, hooks the arms. And lands that move again. He's got two finishers. He's got two finishers. And he's got, hold on, wait a minute. Olivier, if Olivier gets him into the ring, he's not looking to get him into the ring, at least not yet. But the finisher gets reversed. And Wario's back in control. Olivier is in the fight of his AEW career right now. Wario is looking to get in there quick and make sure that he's got his championship opportunity. Doesn't have to rely on Waluigi. Stood back up. Oh, but look who's standing right there. Wait. Oh, he missed the punch. He missed the punch and gets flattened. And into the pinfall, ladies and gentlemen, with a heavy man like Wario, that's gotta be enough. Now, hold on a minute. Oh, no. I was gonna say hold on a minute, but he has him right where he wants him, ladies and gentlemen. 07's in chat for Olivier, because he's gonna sit on him. 1, 2, and that is all she wrote. Wario is back in the tag team championship scene. He stole Mondo's jacket. He stole his motorcycle. He may have lost his title, but he's coming back for it. Sitting on Olivier in what was a brutal battle between the two at the end. My gosh. Because it's DJ and I here right now. I'm not going to send a referee over there. I'm going to send security over there. Oh my gosh. Wario tonight did prove. He did prove that he is that guy. He proves that he's got what it takes too. That being said, all he had to do was sit on somebody. Olivier took the fight to him, but tonight is not Olivier's night. Pops him up and power bombs him down. That was when Wario quickly burned resiliency on everybody. And then said, this is my match, and I'm coming back for my titles. If Olivier wants to be in that match, it's going to be up to Claude. If Fuyuhiko wants to be in that match, it's going to be up to Majima. And last but not least, if Skeletor wants to be in that match, it's going to be up to Skull. Waluigi can stop it from becoming a triple threat, and they could have their run back from the fight before, from Black Friday at the fight before Christmas. We will see. Spears him before security comes. Security, get these two. Get these two ASAP. Olivier fought his cheeks off, and he still has another chance to get through Claude, but dang. And look at that. Insult to injury. Puts his cheeks, shines up Mondo's motorcycle, and he rides off. I'm gonna tell you what, even if Mondo somehow gets that motorcycle back, gets his talent back, I'm gonna keep it real with you. He ain't never gonna get that smell out of that motorcycle. He ain't never gonna get the smell out of that motorcycle. Goodness gracious. Nasty. Nasty and downright despicable. We will go on. Let's exit right here, right now. We got to keep on keeping on. As We got another Fatal 4-Way match right afterwards. You now know the rules, and so do I. People with bikes are winning tonight. That is true. However, I don't think any of these 4 ladies have bikes. You guys did want Olivier. Or at the very least, you believed in Olivier. It did not last. Until the very end. He did last for quite some time. I gotta give it to Olivier. He had a good match. That being said, he was in with one of the greats. As now we have Nemona. Naomi. That says Naomo, but I'm just gonna keep it there because, you know, it is what it is. Kafka and Monica. Twitch, as security breaks this thing up. I'll give y'all your points for Wario. And I'll give y'all your prediction. 4-way. It's Monica. Monica Vandham. It's Naomi, whose name I spelled right this time. It's Nemona. And it's Kafka. You guys have 5 minutes. YouTube, you have as long as you want. As our night rolls on. Shall we? I believe we must. Flames. Thank you. Now we have the woman side of the equation, exactly. And out first is a woman who I have worked with extensively over the past couple of weeks. Continue to help me get my neck back in shape. Hey, this chip, that's for you, Naomi. Tonight, she's earning herself a tag team opportunity. She's bringing gold to the medical offices. And I believe it. Naomi, when her back's against the wall, she gets the job done. Or at the very least, she puts on a show. We'll see how it goes. Grab the microphone, cut that mic. Cut that mic. Voting for Monica, this is gonna be the holiday of the Yakuzas. After Majima hopefully wins later. I need to knock some sense into you, Agus. Oh my gosh, you guys are all trying to. Nobody's earned a title shot. Is what I'm saying. You can't just come out here. Well, to be fair, Margaret did walk out here tonight. But I feel like, you know what, Margaret's at least put on some good bangers. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Already Saturday of you? You don't book the shows. You're not the general managers. You're not Navio. You're not Mascoto. You're not me. You keep trying to grab microphones and do something. You're not going to be fighting DJ. You'll be going one-on-one with The Undertaker. But I digress. I tried, someone find me a lighter, because, yeah, I'm done, Lamau. I mean, after Brawloween, can I have a match, Lamau? I mean, you know what? Are you healed enough, player? Says me, a man in a neck brace. But I digress. Nemona's out here for her partner, El Condor Pasa. You'll love to see it. Sonic also saying, it's going to be the year of the El Condor 2026. She can essentially start the year with Tag Team Championships by ending this year with Tag Team Championships. As out comes Monica Van Dam. I think the last time that Monica found herself in tag team action, I think she hit her finisher on her partner, Peko. It was a great spot, but she sure did. I can't blame her for it. It was a great spot. I've been training, and on Rebellion, I want a match. I don't know if you can have a match on this Rebellion, but maybe one of these Rebellions this year. We really only have 3 more shows until the fight before Christmas. The cards are pretty packed. That being said, out next, and last, it is Kafka. The one and only for her partner, Yor. I feel like Kafka's a little bit of a sleeper pick. She's got that Kafka cutter. We will see. You know, if I had a good neck and a violin, I would learn how to play this because this song's kind of a banger. Up and in, rolled underneath that bottom rope. Kafka is looking for tag team gold. She's been hunting for it for a minute at this point. Her and Yor teamed up a little bit earlier this year, put on some matches, but have never been able to really set themselves out and apart in tag team action. Tonight, she's looking to do it in singles action for her partner. But she's got three very tough ladies to contend with. Let's see how it all plays out. And this is, for the, number one contenders matches, essentially for the titles being held by the Disciples. I didn't see exactly what happened at the start of the show. I know instead of our normal countdown, there was some footage that was played to do with the Disciples. I just said go ahead and let it air. I was still trying to get myself situated, so I didn't catch the whole thing. I caught a little bit of it every here and now, but I'll tell you what, I don't know what's going on with them. It seemed like they had a really nice, wholesome moment, and Miku, I think, told them to focus up, or something like that. Y'all know better than me, but I digress. Goose is in the chat. How you doing, Goose? Welcome in, Goose. Let me see. Aaron saying, yeah, want a match, Flair? Sure. You guys have fought before. If I may, I would also like a match on at least a Rebellion. Everybody out here asking for these matches. Well, that being said, the Woken one is actually in the Rumble, so, I think that's like, at the very least, top billing for potential matches. Rolled with that elbow. And Naomi taking control inside of the ring. Outside of the ring, Nemona and Kafka are trading blows back and forth. And look at that scoop slam-esque by Naomi, but doesn't stay in control for long, as very quickly Monica rolls that foot. And Naomi back in control, kicking that foot back, pushing that foot back, and on the, hold on. Rolled through, almost hit the referee, but gets caught by Kafka instead. Monica just kind of standing there dumbfounded at what just unfolded. And Nemona said, you guys aren't playing this match right. I got a sledgehammer. I'm looking to win it from my partner. I want gold. I've been here for so long. I've been at every single fight before Christmas, and it's had to be in the Rumble. This time around, I want it to be for the championship. Boom. Dropping Naomi face first, forehead first on the mat. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out at 2. Hold on a minute. Wait, hold on a minute. Is she going up? Polka bomb doesn't land. Naomi survives. Unsure of how that happened. Wait, hold on. Goose lurking. Whoa, oh my gosh, woke up at 2:30. Or waking up for 2:30. Goodness gracious. Landed on that ladder, and this time rolled through for that neck breaker. My gosh, the referee was standing there dumbfounded. He was like, that must have hurt. Boy, you gotta count. Pokebomb. No. Pokebomb, not Pokebomb. Goodness gracious. They're not called Pokemon. Unless. Hold on. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. 1, 2. I was gonna say Nemona had no resiliency there. Just took a signature. And now Nemona fighting back, realizing, okay, I gotta get my head in the game. I'm in here with somebody who knows the human body more than I know the Pokedex. And now she's wailing away and just trying to take down Naomi with a couple of sledgehammer shots. Whipping the arm against the handle of that sledgehammer and stood right back up. Elbow drop. And Naomi's now worse for wear herself. Nemona's got a signature and a finisher. And clotheslines, no! If this were the Rumble match, Nemona, you gotta know better than that. If this were the Rumble match, she'd be out. They would have said Nemona has been eliminated. Painkillers lands. 1, 2. Monica is the first one to burn resiliency in this fight. And as we saw in that last match, that is the most precious thing you can have. You lose resiliency, you may have lost the fight already. Oh, Monica still fighting on though. Into the pinfall right afterwards. Naomi doesn't have resiliency right now. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out. We're not called Pokemon. It's just pronounced that way for a lot of people. That is fair. That is fair. Kick to that. Thank you, Sprinkles. You know your Pokemon. Pokemon. Sledgehammer shot. And again, right to the guts. So back up. Oh my gosh, Enziguri by Monica, who's raged up. Naomi is in trouble. She is stunned. And we've seen this happen before. It landed on Peko once, but this, wait, no, stood right back up. But it's a drop kick to the back of Naomi. Kafka now in control. Said, Monica, you're gonna stay down here, but a couple shots to the gut. Monica's still surviving. She's fighting off every single opponent in this fight. Tried to dodge the Pokebomb as well. Goodness gracious, but couldn't dodge this Kafka. Ugh. Rest in peace to you, Monica. 1, 2, and that is it. Monica was at the wrong place at the wrong time so many times in this matchup. You saw how many finishers she reversed, but she got caught by the last one. And I want to point out how many finishers she reversed. It looks like from pretty much everybody, because nobody's got anything built up anymore. My gosh. Turn around, drop face first onto that ladder. Ladder bridges now really being utilized by our competitors again. For a long time, they just weren't using them. But now they are right back in action as Naomi's laid on that ladder. Nemona might be out cold as Kafka takes a moment to admire her work. Lifting Nemona right back up. And I want to point out that all three of these ladies do still have resiliency. Lift it up. And, oh no! Oh no! Oh, I don't know if I've seen anyone do exactly that. Had her in like a world's strongest slam position and just put the whole back and spine directly running into the ladder. Goodness gracious. Oh. Oh. Oh man! Naomi gets dropped too, as now everybody is getting brutalized here. But Kafka's still very much the freshest, and Nemona just having a good time. Nemona trying to walk around but gets caught by a couple fist strikes and kicks by the medical specialist. Kafka saying, and now it's my turn. An exploder. And a kip up right afterwards, but may have just kipped up into danger. No, still actually has Naomi where she wants her. I mostly want Nemona to win. That way El Condor gets in even if she doesn't win. That is true. That is true. There's a lot of ECP fans out there. And a lot of people want to see Nemona hold her first title dropped. But right now, she is getting bullied. She is getting bullied by these two. Every time she gets up, one of them is waiting there for her. Kafka, however, I think really is the one in the most control here as they're doing a little dance here on and around all of these ladders. Nemona through the table, bounced off the ladder, bounced off the head of Kafka too, and now they're kind of ducking underneath, going all around, playing a little ring around the rosy as all three now on the same side of the ladder. Nemona again the target of the most offense. That may be changing in a second. Oh, man. Her shoulder came down on that announcer's table. Big chops. Again, trying to use that ladder to their advantage. Trying to send Nemona into the ring, but instead, Kafka goes forehead first into the LED post, and she's busted open. Can I have a favorite Pokemon? Can you? Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. I have a favorite human. So yeah, I think you can have a favorite Pokemon. I think that's fair. Nemona trying to fire everybody up, but from behind, Kafka goes after the knee, and a turnabout's fair play. Everybody's getting some knee strikes today, as Naomi is taking things to the high risk, high reward shot right to the spine of Nemona. And now Kafka sending, not sending anybody anywhere. She's getting herself sent to the barricade. Now, if Baressa was El Condor's partner, I think they would be champions already. But my goats have yet to interact is crazy. I don't know who my favorite would be. Well, you know, what's your favorite type? I feel like Ghost is not your favorite type, Sprinkles. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. My favorite Pokemon is Hawlucha. That's my guy! Clothesline! Wait a minute. By Nemona, but she gets kicked in the head right afterwards. Everybody's almost got 2 finishers at this point. Nemona does actually have 2 finishers, grabs the kendo stick, and now she's firing away on Kafka. Shot to the back, Kafka rolls through. Nemona trying to send Kafka into the ring, instead Nemona gets tripped up by the trash can, nobody gets in. Nemona desperately trying to send anybody into the ring, saying, I gotta finish this thing in there. And Naomi steps into the ring instead. No, she doesn't. She goes flying. No, she goes flying, turned around to Kafka. Wait a minute. The brains, but it's still a kick out of 1. I told you Kafka hasn't taken that much damage at all. But she may be taking some more damage in a second. Swung the leg back, locked in deep. Her hand may be on the ropes, but there is no rope break. Sarah's probably watching backstage saying, even if there was, they wouldn't call it for me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, but wait a minute, Kafka has Nemona up on the shoulders. Nemona, I think, was going for that Pokebomb, but instead it looks like a backpack stunner. And I want to point out again, Nemona has no resilience. She's been beaten down bad, but she still kicks out of 1? It wasn't really surprising when Kafka did it, but it was crazy when it happened to old girl there. Now Nemona may be burning resiliency. 1, 2. You're telling me after all that offense, after a sledgehammer shot, it's still not enough. And oh no, oh man! She got hit in the back of the head with that trash can, and now painkillers land as well. Pinfall, Nemona's burning resiliency. It's a sure thing, 1, 2, 1,000,000%. Nothing you can do about that as these two now, Kafka may be burning as well. Painkillers land again. Kafka has no resiliency. 1, 2. She survives. I know how she lived, but she survived. May not be surviving after that leg drop off the springboard. Nemona getting right back into the fight, trying to go for that Pokebomb. And instead, oh my gosh, goes into a roll-up. Naomi might have to burn resiliency too. Hold on a minute. 1, 2. Reverse. Nemona might get rolled up here. 1, 2. And she is kicking out somehow. Somehow she kicks out, and she also kicks the referee. Kafka is down onto that, onto that ladder. As these three are now heating up, Nemona calling for the Bomb into the pinfall. Naomi is more than likely gonna have to burn 1. No, she kicked the ref. Oh, she kicked the ref, and look at who's waiting there for her. Kafka. Oh, it was a little bit too little, too late, and instead gets drop kicked in the chest. Nemona's going wild. Sledgehammer in hand, shot right to the, right to the crotch, actually, of Kafka. That don't feel too good. Nemona's still wailing away, trying to, oh my gosh, trying to destroy the legs of Kafka, maybe to make sure she can't kick her in the head. If she tries to hit that Pokebomb, has her on the ropes. Reverse the signature, and Nemona's getting wailed away at right now. And so is Kafka. But Kafka wisely rolls to the outside, and now Nemona is in great danger. Off the ropes. Neckbreaker onto the sledgehammer and onto the kendo stick, and with all of that happening onto those two objects, you gotta imagine it's the end of the match for Nemona, who's, You said what? You said what? We all witnessed the same thing, right? We all saw what just happened, right? Everybody is on the same page here, right? How is she surviving? Naomi, move theft. That was painkillers. Naomi has no resiliency. 1, 2, to her own move, she's gone. To her own move, she's out. And Nemona dropped on the shoulders. And gets wailed away on the throat with that kendo stick. It breaks open. Wade stepped out of the way and gets clotheslined by Kafka. Nemona trying to roll, trying to get herself out of harm's way. Kafka's got 2 finishers. And a signature. But Nemona, misses that kick. Gets hit right in the back of the neck. Tossed into the corner. And, oh no, ladies and gentlemen. It is 07's rolled out of the way, but rolled, oh my gosh, right into, again, off of the feet, 1 and 2, and Nemona is out of this one. Kafka earns that title shot for Yor. Hey, the last 3 in this match, after they all teamed up essentially to destroy Monica, they went back and forth. Nemona, once again, the all-star in this fight. But if she's going to want that title opportunity for those tag team titles, she's going to have to rely on ECP. My gosh. Hey. Good on her. I wanted Yor in the match anyway, so I see this as an absolute win. But 1 out of 3 is 1 out of 3. Can we talk about all of the signatures that Nemona took in this match? Even the signature and the slams on the kendo stick and the sledgehammer. Crazy work. And let's not forget about this. Kafka kicked out of this and didn't burn resiliency, and I want to keep it a buck with you. That likely saved her the match. Stood up again. And there was the Pokebomb. And there was that neck breaker into the insult to injury. All of which was on those 2 objects. But at the end of the day, Kafka in a very beautiful fashion went top rope. Went for that moonsault. Didn't land it and then hit one immediately afterwards. And I'll tell you what. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Keep it a buck with you. Kafka already had that one, even if Nemona survived there. Because she had a super ready. She did have a super finisher. But you still can reverse a super finisher. But that being said, that's all she wrote. Kafka, congratulations. Yor and Kafka are facing the Disciples, but will it become a triple threat match? Yor is going to fight her hardest to make sure it's not. But at the end of the day, who knows? Who knows? Pop me back over. We got a show to get on the road. Because it's time. It is 1-on-1. And they're running it back. After I give you guys your outcomes. It was indeed Kafka. I don't know if Kafka had any, nobody bet on Kafka, so everyone lost pancakes. It's Merrin, and it's Sara. Rematch. And you gotta imagine, if somehow, some way Sarah's able to pull this off, all eyes, or rather her eyes specifically, are 100% gonna be on Iba. Rematch. Merrin and Sara, 1-on-1. And it's on. Right here, right now. We're ready. I'm not going dilly and dally. We gotta get it on. Clink also escaped. And out first. Oh, interesting. You know what? It's actually not that interesting now that I think about it. Iba is out here. Iba, I've been told, Merrin and Iba have a lot of respect for each other. Even though Merrin has been unable to put Iba away in the last 2 matches they had, they still say whenever we're in the ring, we go a little crazy, don't we? So out of respect, and after Sara attacked Iba pre-match this past Sunday, Iba said, I'm gonna make sure I get a close eye on this competition. I'm gonna make sure Sara doesn't do anything crazy tonight. Our champion and the person who she beat for that title on very good terms. Sarah's gonna be furious if the ref does not count the rope breaks, imagine. Look, if Sara gets screwed by Sammy or whatever, other ref is here, then it's just karma at this point. It might be. Crazy work as Merrin looks to put Sara, this whole Sara thing away once and for all tonight. Merrin's gained a lot of respect in the AWE the past month and a half. People have enjoyed her in her championship open challenge, helping to build superstars. And hey, it helped to build Margaret's confidence to come out and call out March 7th. Earlier in the match, not early in the match, early in the show tonight. I'ma tell you what, I'd like to see him go one more time, but I digress. Sara pulling a Becky Lynch of hating the ref. You know what? You're not wrong. And out, speaking of hating the ref, there's Little Miss agitated herself. When she went one-on-one with Merrin, she got her hand on the rope, but nobody saw it. She said, I could have beaten her if you saw my rope break, but nobody saw it. 1 week later, she said, you know what, maybe I should have the championship match instead. Iba came out and won the title. And then when Iba and Merrin went one-on-one, Sara attacked her before the match. And not only that, during that match, Iba got a rope break just like Sara, except the referee called it. Man, oh man. Look, admittedly, is Sara justified for being upset? Sure. Does that justify attacking Iba? Absolutely not. You gotta get your emotions in check. I'm sure that if you talk to the general managers, they would have been like, okay, you know what? We see your point, we understand why you're so upset, how about we call ourselves a match? Instead, Sara took measures into her own hands. Classic Sara from the olden days, not for nothing. Let me see, Sara... I'm sorry, by the way, love the Joe Hendry shirt? Yeah, the Joe Hendry WrestleMania shirt. When he appeared before Randy Orton. Very good time. Sammy calling this matchup, and you saw, look... Look at Sara, she stared right at Sammy, and now she's pointing right at him too. Pointing right at Sammy and turns those into guns, oh my gosh. Y'all, I don't think she likes the referees. Y'all, I don't think she likes the referees. And you know what? In her situation, maybe I understand. And they're about to go one-on-one again. And it's on. Immediately, Sara. Oh my, is she biting? I think she's biting the ear. She's biting the ear of Merrin. Using her hair to hide that from the ref. Sara, what the heck? Mike Tyson out here. She's crazy. Pushed away. And now they're grappling. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yo, Sara might be as unhinged as we've seen her. Maybe Sammy trying to separate that. And look at that, a cheap shot right afterwards. Sammy pointing it into her face. And you know what's going through her head right now. She was probably thinking about kicking Sammy right in the face. As ooh! A kick right to the face of her instead. And the pinfall for 1, for 2. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Sammy almost missed it. It would have been poetic justice for Sara. But Iva said, Sammy, look right there. Oh my gosh. Oh no, man. Oh, Sara, she's probably in her head right now, dude. As this spills to the outside. You could see her arguing with Sammy afterwards, too. Twisting that leg, trying to weaken the coolest kick in town. Stood up. Oh, Sara. Oh, no. Yeah, Sara is not gonna be happy. Sara's not gonna be pleased. Kick right to the arm. And now they're trading blows. Shot to the face. Chop to the chest. Standing right out here in front of the champion. Slap to the face. Yo, they're just, I was gonna say, they're slapping each other. Look at this, though. Merrin fires back. Sara this time catches, gives another shot of her own. And admittedly, pretty evenly matched up here. Nobody's getting the advantage right now, as they're just, oh my gosh, going directly to each other's temples with these shots. This is not a friendly fight anymore. It's pure aggression, and somehow Sara comes out on top. Merrin's rocked, and Sara double axe to the back of the neck. She couldn't see it coming. Stood right back up. And look at this. Oh! A backslide driver right onto the neck of Merrin, but she kicks out without resiliency. That's shocking. And look at this out of nowhere. Coolest kick lands. Pulls right into town onto Sara, who has no resiliency. That's one, that's two, and she kicks out as well. This match is far from over. Sara getting lifted up. Gets dropped onto the knee of Merrin. Now I want you guys to walk through this with me. Can you imagine if Sara does win this match, even with the rope break that's going through her head, kicked away, and a double axe right to the top of the head? Merrin's got a signature built up, and we saw this before. She does this now. Wyvern sleeper locked in deep, but Sara rolled through. And a kick right to the back. Didn't get all of it, and didn't get any of that knee, actually. Went for another kick there. Sara with a reversal. Trying to turn Merrin around. Instead, Merrin with the coolest kick in town. Again landing right on the jaw of Chidouin. And she said second verse. Same as the first. Stands her up again off the ropes. Went to a crossbody. Sara is laying there, motionless. 1, 2. I'm sorry. She didn't burn? She ain't burn after that? That's a little crazy. Everybody's a little resilient on it, it feels like. Too resilient to burn resiliency, it feels like. Oh, Merrin calling for her to get up again. Trying to drag her to the corner instead. Sara with a couple shots to the gut. She's gonna need some big moves to take down Merrin. At this point, knee strike right to the back. That's not a move you do in normal action. That's a move you do if you want to hurt somebody. A move you can't protect against, you just kicked them right in the back, into the spine. And look at this, again, a kick right to the small of the back. Oh my gosh. Sara trying to paralyze Merrin. 1, 2, kick out, no resiliency burned. Knee strike to the back, the lower back. Kick right to the lower back. Goodness gracious, sweeping that leg. Turns her around, sends her into the corner. Now big boot again. Kicks her. No, not again to the small of the back. 1, 2. Merrin burns resiliency. Oh, and she's gnawing on the hands of Merrin. Oh my gosh. Her fingies. Double axe to the chest. stomping away, and Sara has taken full control of this matchup. It is completely turned around. And look at the bruising on the face from those coolest kicks earlier, but a falling drop kick, and it might be enough. 1, 2. 2.5, she was still able to get out. Again, still trying to hit as many moves as she can. Oh, no, no, no. Not again. Small of the back. It lands! Yo, I don't know if Merrin can move anymore. I don't know if she can move anymore. Sara just put away Merrin. And maybe it was that rope break that brought out that extra aggression. Because you could see it earlier. It was like a switch. Something inside of the head of Sara switched. And she went right to the small of the back of Merrin. She went a knee strike right to the small of the back. That tornado kick to the small of the back again and again and again until it was enough where Merrin could not kick out. My gosh. I'm kind of scared of Sara now. Admittedly, I am a little bit too. Oh, baby, a triple. Says David, you're not wrong. Sara puts away Merrin. Even with the rope break called. She fought her demons. And she tried to paralyze her demons. She got the job done tonight. And now Iba's got some things to consider as the fight before Christmas approaches. Look at her face. Like, also keep in mind, this was not an easy fight for Sara. The entire, like, first half of the match, it was pretty much all Merrin. She had several coolest kicks in town, right to the face, all over the bruised face of Sara. But at the end of the day, something after that rope break ignited a fire in her. And Sara put her away. And she's beaten the former AWE champion. Well, I'll be. This perhaps puts Sara into title contention while not the actual champion. She did just defeat the former champion. That is true. This is an easy vote. Okay, Kuzu, that's cheating. That's cheating, Kuzu. Hold on, let me close this real quick. You can't cheat like that. Welcome in, Kuzu, because our night rolls on as our new AEW All-Star Champion will be deciding who his challenger is in a normal triple threat match. And so the $1 million question is, as my controller has been tangled up with this cord, who is it gonna be? If there's a power ranking on who was in title contention, it should be revealed later. Wait, says Kuzu. I will never wait. You can't tell me to wait. It was indeed Sara. Sara picked up the victory, and I'll tell you what, she needed it. Momiko was here? Who? Oh, Fire Mommy. Oh yeah, no, you missed her. She did kind of go crazy. She broke the barricade. It was incredible. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. She did a good job. That being said, it's Eggman. It's Tartaros. And it's the former, one of the four. And I guess I believe in Jordan Cool on top of my face. Thank you. And welcome in. As I give you guys your predictions real quick. It is a #1 Contenders match. If I could spell, there's no B in Contenders. Thank you. It is Akechi. It is King Eggman. And it is Tartaros. Are you ready? Then let's get it. Everybody's got their predictions. I've got the match. It's time. For things to heat up. I guess I'll pick tartar sauce. I have a question. I have an answer. And I also have to take a break here to recognize your new AWE All-Star Champion, who is not coming out with his title for some reason. Because I think he's more focused on deciding who that challenger will be. It is the man who saved us, I will admit, from a terrible fate. Amon had just pinned Mondo at the end of Black Friday. It was a tragedy. It was awful. And we thought we were entering the darkest era in the history of the AWE until this song began to play. And 2 minutes and 49 seconds later, Amon's championship reign was over and a golden era began. The man AV used to hate. Look, it takes a big man to admit when somebody who we didn't like has done a good thing. At the end of the day, Golden saved this business, and I got a lot of respect for him for that. And tonight, he has the opportunity to choose who he's fighting as the special guest referee in this triple threat match. Woo! Wait, when did Eggman become king? King of the, not King of the Ring. Our Royal Crown tournament is every February, so he became Mr. Royal Crown of the AWE, the Kang, this past February. Let me see. I will not lie, I was highly relieved when Golden succeeded in his cash-in. Oh, we were on bated breath. Because I'll keep it a buck with you, Golden did get low-blowed after knocking out the referee. By mistake. We thought it was all over. We thought we were about to have the Amon legacy continue on, but he came back, he fought through, and he became one of, like, what, 4 people ever? Maybe 5 people ever to have ever pinned Amon? It might be 4. It's either 4 or 5. Crazy work. Went from 0 to hero on AV side. Look, I wouldn't say hero, but I do have a respect and appreciation for Golden. And I hope he has a very healthy title reign. I wish him the best for what he's done, for the business. It was a decision that was best for business. You love to see it. Wait, is this a fatal 4-way? No, it's a triple threat. Tartaros is the first man out. A man who tried his darndest to get an all-star championship opportunity come this past Brawloween, was unable to do so. However, he is also a man who has a rich history with Golden. Those two were rivals at one point, came to appreciate each other, even tag team recently at OC Revolution. But here's a man who has a history with the Fight Forever Championship as well. It is the man who lost it to Mondo at AV Mania. The man who beat Uncle Iroh for it. And the man who I'll let you guys talk about as I eat this chip. Very tasty. He does mean business tonight, coming out black mask and all. Hope Sara does not attack Arrow for reffing. Do you mean Golden? Yes, you mean Golden. I was gonna say Arrow catching a stray out here. Sara has been known to attack people, actually. I think Sara attacked Deity, oh not Deity Miku, regular Miku. Oh, that was before her Deity days, man. Yeah, we've been around here for a long time now, haven't we? Anywho, Akechi is here. Kuzu saying, wait, I'm waiting. Did Malvika fight Mondo? Yes. yes, indeed she did. Kuzu, you might have to go back and watch that match after the show is over. Yeah, Kuzu and she claymored him to the barricade. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That match did go crazy. And a couple crazy spots. That's hilarious because I literally was thinking it would be funny if she fought him last night. Well, look at that. You thought it into existence. Converge one saying, good lord, that was long ago. Sheesh, I remember those days. Classic. No joke, this is hilarious. And there is your king as I take a swig of this apple cider. Eggman is a 3-time AWE champion, but he's never won the All-Star title. And I want to also point out, he has history with the partner of Akechi. Embarrassed Joker. You gotta imagine, Akechi might be trying to get a little lick back for Joker about a year or two ago. 2 years? Is it 2 years or 1 year ago? All the years are starting to blur together. But I digress, where Eggman squashed Joker. As this matchup begins, and I want to point out, Eggman, that's a big man, he's a giant. But this is one pinfall. Golden gets to count it. Essentially, and you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Golden's probably gonna call it right down the middle. I'm sure Golden has his preferences. I'm sure Golden would love to face Tartaros. But at the end of the day, Tartaros is gonna have to win this by himself. There's not gonna be any preferential treatment, I don't believe, when it comes to these three competitors. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I could very much be wrong. Look, wait, hold on, they're both trying to take down Eggman. Oh, and they're still working together against him, but Akechi tried to turncoat at the last second. And instead, now they're working together against Tartaros, shot to the back. And they're truly working together against Tartaros now. Dang! My gosh! Reversal. Akechi into the ropes, but Eggman right there. Hold on. Ran through him. DDT to Eggman. And a low drop kick. Don't you go Egg Daddy. No, 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 no. Cherry's missing. I thought we were done with our Egg Daddies. Goodness gracious. I'm getting flashbacks to the time where Eggman's mustache would be glitched. Oh, yeah, you know what? Those were good. What were those good times? I don't know about that. Golden is a man who loves this industry. Would be surprised if he does not call it down the middle. That is fair. Say what you want about Golden. But at the end of the day, he does love the business. Turned around. Back of the neck, but from behind, Akechi actually breaks that giant bar and lifts up Dr. Robotnik. Tartaros realizing this is a triple threat match, so he can do pretty much anything he wants, and gets a kendo stick in his arms as the arms of Akechi almost got broken by like 400 pounds of egg. Stood up. Shot to the head. But sent over the top rope. If this were the Rumble, Akechi would be out of this thing. So far tonight, we already have a couple contenders. We have Team Wa in the tag team match. Will another team enter? We have Kafka and we have Yor. Will another team enter that match as they fight the Disciples at the Fight Before Christmas? This match will determine who faces Golden into the pinfall. Rolled up. One. Just one. Hold on. Akechi might be in deep doo as he gets eggplanted and Tartaros gets clotheslined. But Tartaros very quickly is shot to the head. Not just the head, the crown of Eggman. Pinfall onto Akechi. Eggman breaks it up. Why are we blowing? No, 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 no. Please don't remind me about what? Wait a minute. Eggman missed with that move, and look at this. Oh, Akechi. Showing off his caliber as well. Former All-Star champion. Wants to be a two-time All-Star champion, but he's not going to do it like that as he gets reversed by Eggman, and he gets planted down. Tartaros back in the ring. He's in the ring, lifting up Eggman. Powerbomb position. Transition on that heavy man's, drops him on the ropes. Walks around the ring, stares at Golden there for a second. Stared at him for a moment there and dropped him. Oh, man. And a shot right to the guts as well. And another shot to the back. But from behind, Tartaros sends him down into the pinfall. That's 1, 2. Kick out. Tartaros thought he stole one on Eggman. Count of 2. Isn't security supposed to take care of things like this? Well, yeah, we are. Oh! And shot. I'm not sure where they're watching from is the problem. They're not doing this in the AWE backstage. Otherwise would have been banned from the building. Hold on, low drop kick. Tartaros still hasn't worked up. Oh no, no, from behind. Brass knuckles. And I want to point out, brass knuckles, he kicked out, are what saved Eggman's soul. Brass knuckles are what saved Eggman's soul against Sonic.exe. Powerbombed Eggman. Tartaros has a signature. Akechi still can't use resiliency, actually. But that debuff is now gone. Oh, Eggman gets kicked right in the side, but is broken up. Not quite by Akechi, now is broken up. AV has a motel. I do not have a motel. Spear! Wait, spear to Akechi! Eggman's still down. 1, 2. That's resiliency. Akechi's got a major target on his back, especially as Dr. Robotnik is looking for that egg carrier. Tartaros has no resiliency. And the finisher from Eggman does not put him away. Does not put him away. Lamau clothesline. All 3 of these men are golden, watching their every movements, probably doing a lot of note-taking in his brain. Because he'll be going one-on-one with one of these 3 at the fight before Christmas for 1, 2. Tartaros still kicks out. Turn around. Couple of shots. Dragged him. Can you come to AWE backstage? No, Agus, you're banned from AWE backstage for the night. You can't just start a bunch of hoopla backstage. A super kick to Tartaros. Did someone say Tartaros is retiring soon? Yeah, this could be one of Tartaros' last chances at a world title here in the AWE. He is retiring in 2026, and not even the end of 2026. As look at that, taken down again into the pinfall, broken up. And hold on, pinfall again. Also broken up. I don't know why you went for it twice, actually, Akechi. That seemed like a real big mistake, but look at this. Ringing at the neck. And lays him down. Kuzu saying, Eggman just got dropped, but used that resiliency bar to make sure Tartaros went down first. He knows if he can keep Tartaros down, he can take advantage on Akechi at the right moment. That's a smart man. Eggman's got not just ring IQ, he's just a smart dude. And look at this. Wait, I was gonna say, he stood right back up. Eggman rolls out of the ring. There's no rope break. And this submission's locked in deep. His foot's on the rope, but Akechi gets out of it. And he may be putting Tartaros away right here, right now. Dropped him neck first. Oh, man. 1, 2. Kick out. My gosh. Trying to call Tartaros up, but look who's there waiting. Dr. Robotnik lifting Akechi up, but Akechi turns him around. Couple of shots right to the throat, and then drops him. Tartaros starting to come back to his senses, breaks it up, kick it. Okay, hold on a minute. Now they're going kind of crazy. Admittedly, they're going kind of crazy now. Kick against the head. Eggman no longer has a signature or finisher, but he's very close to that finisher, dropping Tartaros on the ropes. Gets that sledgehammer right to the chest of the former 3-time, and using the ropes, but look who slides in! Tries to push him away from the ropes. And Eggman does have a finisher now. And he may be thinking about using it immediately on Tartaros. Throws him into the... No! He's trying to use it on Akechi. He knows Akechi doesn't have resiliency. Egg Carrier gets reversed though! Akechi survives! Weaves out of the way. Lifted up, slammed down, tossed into the face of Akechi! And a big boot by Eggman! Who's walking out of this one? As the #1 contender reverse a DDT onto the crown. Tartaros going up high. Knows he won't have too many more world title opportunities in his career. The twilight of his career, but he gets knocked down and brutalized by Akechi. And Akechi gets a sledgehammer for his troubles, but Tartaros there to break it up immediately. There to break it up ASAP. Lifting Eggman up. Oh my gosh, with ease! Exploder! But Akechi steps out of the way. But gets lifted up. Sent down onto the knees. Into the pinfall. Eggman woke himself up at the last second saying, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. But Golden stepped in the way of Eggman, maybe unintentionally saving Tartaros there. But he still gets slammed down onto that bad back. It's an old man as he's trying to wrench the life out of Tartaros. Tartaros still able to stand on his own 2 feet. Akechi makes his way back into the competition. Gets rolled out of the way. Weaves, but now he's getting rocked. Popped up. Military press. And drops him. His face landed onto that steel chair. Eggman won. Broke it up. I have no idea who's gonna win this thing. I essentially counted out Akechi, but Akechi's been holding his own. At the very end of this, Eggman's head went right into the steel chair. Tartaros stopping Akechi. Backs up. It looked like he thought about the spear, thought about the headbutt there, but Akechi stopped him and said, my head and my jaw stronger than yours, but he, his adrenaline up, turned Akechi around, whips him back, and locks in that captain's hook again. Will Akechi tap? No. Eggman makes it just in time. Tried to hit that headbutt again. Tartaros steps out of the way. Akechi somehow, someway gets Eggman down. And Eggman with a reversal, punch right to the jaw. And I think he's still thinking, Egg Carrier, but it's blocked again by Akechi, but he gets turned around. And rocked by both of them. Headbutt lands, but from behind, look who's there. I think he's gonna try and just throw Tartaros out of the way and get the pin on Akechi, but again, Tartaros refusing to yield. And a spine buster onto the chair by Tartaros. And now he's got the prime opportunity at the fight before Christmas is Golden versus Tartaros one-on-one for the All-Star title. Man, oh man. What a show those three just put on. At the fight before Christmas, these rivals turn friends will go one-on-one for Golden's AWE All-Star Championship. It was back and forth, and I want to look, because from right here, Akechi kept getting rocked. And you have to give it up to Akechi especially, because he almost went down twice to the Egg Carrier. But it's a move we don't often see get reversed. Akechi reversed it twice in a single match. At the end of the day, Eggman tried to get, and I hope they show the spear too, man. Goodness gracious. My gosh. We have to point out, at the end of this match, Eggman went for it and attempted essentially to sneak the victory, drag Tartaros over to the corner and get the pin on Akechi, but instead Reversal by Tartaros. Saved himself the match and earns himself a title match in the twilight of his career. Congratulations once again to you, Tartaros, 3-time Fight Forever champion. Will he be the AWE All-Star champion at the Fight Before Christmas? Well, I mean, we'll find out in a couple weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks from tonight is the first night of Brawloween. That being said, man, what a show. And what a triple threat match. Why does this child keep trying to talk to me? Oh, Lita. Saying they earned it fair and square. Hey, look. Tartaros earned it fair and square, and so did Golden. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. One last time, we do it one last time, Tartaros. Let's put one last show on together, so it's Golden. Tartaros really making the most out of this last run. It's true. That's something you gotta say about Tartaros. That's something you gotta give the man his flowers. Pop us over here. Excellent. She took a bump. You could never take 5 chill. Oh my gosh. You know, there's a lot of dislike in the chat for Pi. This is a man who's got to face Amon shortly. I'm excited to see how that poll turns out. Are people gonna root for Amon? Goodness gracious. Alright, it was indeed Tartaros picking up the big victory. And now, it's the other side. It's Peko. It's Taye. It's El Condor. Pasa. And it is Yor. Yor trying to do this to ensure that she keeps her team in a 2v2 situation against the Disciples. That's what she wants. Admittedly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That might not be what you want when it comes to the Disciples. I think you might want to pin the other team. I think it's actually a good idea to potentially let somebody else win if you're Yor. But I digress. It's the other side. Fatal 4-way action is about to start right here, right now. Everyone's got their predictions. And I've got the button to switch us over. So we will do it. Excellent. Are you hearing these lives? Well, let me catch up with the chat. The same guy almost died at Ticket to Paradise. Yeah, okay. Okay, I will admit, Pi has taken a lot of crazy bumps. Do not forget Dottore kneed him in the face and he fell to the cell. That was tough. Now Tartaros' career is in Twilight, rather, Twilight New Moon, Twilight Eclipse, rather, Twilight the Breaking Dawn Part 1, or Twilight the Breaking Dawn Part. I think he's just in the twilight of his career. I won't be complaining the other side, but Kaito's not in this match /J. Goodness gracious. El Condor! Pasa! Hey look, I'm an El Condor fan too. Okay, Taye, wait a minute. I forgot I'm a Taye fan too. How you doing, girlie? How are you? Man, alright. Hey, let's Taye. It is good to see you. I'll tell you what. Anywho, Kuza saying I don't lie. That is probably a lie in itself. I'm gonna say that's a falsehood, Kuza. Respectfully. I may be one of the pettiest men on earth, but I would never stoop to lying is a crazy quote, actually. And here comes ECP. El Condor Pasa has to win this for Nemona. Nemona had a crazy run in the other Fatal 4-Way match. ECP was much less experienced. Is she going to be able to get the job done for her partner? Nemona's putting all of her faith and trust into ECP tonight. We'll see if she earns that title opportunity, or is Nemona going to be subjected to Rumble participation one more time? Horse. I spotted El Condor Pasa. Pi confirmed horsey hater. Whoa, okay, actually, Pi, we can't have that. Now hold on a minute. Look, By look, you know, you were earning a lot of bad faith tonight. Avi, the haunts is here. Do I even need to answer that? It's obvious. Pi, wait, why are you fighting Amon? Yeah, I was gonna say that admittedly doesn't need an answer. I think that part is obvious as Peko is out here tonight. Peko now has to be wizened up because everyone teamed up on Monica at the beginning of the match. She has to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to her if she wants to win for the Yakuza. Well, she can do. So we'll see rather if she can do so. Amon's getting more and more favor from the chat for the pie. Oh my gosh, y'all! If I see Amon break over 50% on that poll, I won't say that I'm surprised. I would unironically rather have Amon win than Pi. He hates haunts. Need to show people the way of the haunts. Friendship is magic. Oh wait, we never got to. Wait, what? Oh, it's your. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all, you know, sometimes I forget. Your do be a MILF. Oh no, she's drunk? I don't think we have any, I don't know if we don't have any alcohol backstage. I don't think so. I forget sometimes she isn't always an assassin, she's motherly tonight. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not taking Amon ever. I'd pick Akechi over Amon. I also hate Akechi Lamau. I had Malvika in my misbehavior tonight have been fulfilled. Okay, fair enough. Wine mother. Wait, hold on. Y'all, okay, hold on a minute, y'all. I need to, like, sit and, like, she's auntie at best. Okay. Hey, how do we ban Pi from the chat? Pi, you're going crazy tonight. I'm gonna need you to, I need you to dial it back. No Pi is dissing your Y-O-R, not your, as in your. But I digress. She is not auntie at best. Wait, she switched? Stomped on the arm. Get it, Granny? Pi, you know this is Kafka's tag team partner. Right? Correct? Shot right to the jaw. Into the corner. I thought Avi liked aunties. Yeah, I do, but like, you know, MILFs are still above aunties. You know what I mean? On the ropes. Turn around, low drop kick inside the ring, trying to handle Peko. Outside, El Condor is trying to take it to Taye. Ugh, but gets ran into the steel steps. Back inside, Peko. Ooh, you're escaping with that assassin speed. And table brought in. Roll out of the way. Auntie let for AWE Lamau. Hold on. Hurricane run on a Peko, but Ty turning around. Also, yo, they're doing the same thing again. They're all targeting the member of the Yakuza. That's crazy work. But ECP just targeting anything that moves. Punch right to the face. Big chop. Big kicks. And look at this. Shot to the temple. And bouncing that Ayora on the mat. Ty had a fun tag team open challenge. Oh my gosh, went for a kick there. You're now in control of ECP. White Noise-esque into the pinfall for 1. 2 count. Back outside, Peko bringing a steel chair into the equation. Drop kick right onto the table. Yor is looking to turn ECP into glue. as she is going under the ring for a... No, she's not going under the ring for a weapon. She's just... Oh, no, she's not. She is. She isn't. I don't know what she's doing. But who am I... With a double stomp. Who am I to... Wait a minute. Hold on, Peko. Peko already burning adrenaline. Hold on a minute. Wait, also hold on a minute. Powerbomb to Yor. ECP taunting at Peko. Peko, big chops. We know that unsheathed blade can turn you inside out. Yor is not even that old. Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that old? Please stop. There's no reason to do that. Do what? Because it's my job to fight. It is nobody's job to fight a Mon. It is nobody's job to be a sacrifice. We're not sacrificing anybody. It's a bit too early to burn adrenaline, Peko. Peko said, no. I'm going to keep this purple bar for the rest of the match. That being said, being run into the steps like that, I don't think she's going to keep that purple bar for the rest of the match. But she's able to reverse ECP. ECP able to stay onto her feet. Tossing Peko to the outside. And right now, Tai was looking almost to take down the assassin. Super kick right to the jaw. And from behind, Peko with a spine buster like Fuyuhiko to ECP. I think Peko was actually looking for that unsheathed blade, but instead gets bopped by Tai. Tai is still trying to do this for Naomi. Those two, oh my gosh, I don't know how she ducked the clothesline and landed in perfect sync. And look from the skies, all three of them set up as she takes out Peko and Peko alone. My gosh. Right now, ECP is having the worst go of it. Feeling much worse for wear. Went for a shot there. Yor getting tossed. All four of these ladies kind of just doing battle right here at ringside. As Yor also again goes to the step. Kuzu, if you don't move out of the way of these lights, Kuzu. Goodness gracious. There we go. Thank you, Kuzu. That's like when March yelled to you earlier, but I digress. Peko now in there alone with the assassin, but that's about to change. It looks like all four competitors again with that spine buster. Yor, it might be, I don't think she's gonna burn resiliency here, but that's a second signature. Just one. Just one. I'll move it. Oh, that was, thank you, Sprinkles, appreciate that. Big appreciate. Peko's bar has been burned, but it does still keep her levels of stamina high. And she has 3 finishers? ECP might be going for a ride, y'all. Nemona can't watch the screen right now. As Yor's looking for a top rope Spanish fly. My gosh. And just leaves ECP there. What is she thinking? Trash. Oh, no. That's... Oh, she's thinking murder. She's got the steel steps. Oh, but Peko able to save herself. ECP with a kendo stick to Tai. Everybody's now starting to get a little bit lower in terms of the unsheathed blade on the Yor to the other side. Peko said, I got 2 more, and I got 2 more competitors. Lifting Tai up, a punch right to the jaw. Lifting her up again. I thought for a second she was going to say a second unsheathed blade, but that's not the case. Couple of shots to the gut. Remember, Yor doesn't need to win this match. It's already in the Tag Team Championship opportunity. Needs to win this match to make sure it's a 2v2. And with a steel chair to ECP, she might be getting closer. As Tai is tossed to the side. Yor lifting Peko up. And, caught her into a German. ECP kind of just walking over to an assassin. Sounds like a grand mistake. Sounds like a terrible mistake. Peko tossed into the ring. ECP, I think, was thinking about going in as well, but instead Tai meets her there and almost got caught with the unsheathed blade, but Peko tripped up onto the table. That table may have just saved Tai's match, but may not have saved it for too much longer as Tai is lifted right back up. Tossed into the ropes, and unsheathed blade gets reversed. Tai is still surviving. Now getting lifted up. Elbow. And now just brutalizing, beating down Peko shot by shot. Let up again. Into the ropes. Single leg drop kick. Yor and ECP on the outside. Wait a minute. Inside the ring. Riptide lands. Into the pinfall for one. She has no resiliency. Kick out. Had no resiliency but did survive. But I want to point out Taya still has a signature. Doesn't get an opportunity to use it, but does go diving onto the outside, right onto Peko. Over to the side, ECP is struggling against Yor. But that may have all changed, now dragging Yor towards the ring. But Yor not beaten up enough for that. Still has fight left in her. It takes a lot more than just a couple of shots to take down an assassin, especially of her caliber. And look at that, she's calling for more. Peko walking with that trash can. I'm not sure how she got up. Oh, no, she didn't. I was going to say how she got one over like that on Yor, but Yor, I think, was just going along with it so she could easily reverse it and take her out. Peko sending ECP, no reversal. Peko instead goes into the ring. ECP was going after Ty as well, turns Ty around, kick right to the jaw, and then also drop kicking Yor. ECP looking for a big comeback here tonight. Tossing Ty into the barricade. Peko waiting inside the ring saying, somebody's come in here. Somebody's got to come in here, and they're going to fight me. You're saying, I'm not going in, you got to come into me. You have to come out of the ring to me, not come into... We're gonna continue. Ave, you should acknowledge your new subordinate. Who's my new subordinate? Oh! Hey, I'm new here, gonna like and subscribe to help you out. Thank you, Amy. Welcome in, Amy. I was like, who's my new subordinate? Amy, I apologize that is the first thing you had to hear me say. That was a slip of the tongue. It was a speako, as we say. Anywho. Wait a minute. Peko gets dropped face first. And ECP just ate. Oh my gosh, the steel steps dropped onto her as well. Yor is now taking out everybody and saying, I'm gonna go through all of them again. Yor waiting again. This time it's Yor the one who's waiting for somebody to come into the ring. Is anybody... Oh, I'll tell you what, it's not going to be ECP, and she just got hit with that riptide too. Peko, I think, thinking, maybe I can go get Yor. Nope, Yor rolls out. Nobody wants to get in the ring, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them, but Peko sees the opportunity and bats Ty down. Peko using her mind to take a step at a time. And the unsheathed blade turns Ty inside out, and she has no resiliency. 1, 2. Oh! 3. No, it restarted the count, and she kicked out. Oh my gosh! They got into the ring and tripped up the referee. The referee had to restart the count. And a reversal of that moonsault from Yor. Oh my gosh! That's crazy! Whipped around, lifted up, but reversed, stomped on the foot, on the horseshoe. Dropped down and yanks the neck back. Might be resiliency from ECP with that submission, but survives, actually gets out of it. And that might be enough for Peko. That was crazy, by the way. 1, 2, that is resiliency on Peko. My gosh. My gosh, big boot by Peko. And Peko's got to be furious. Peko was like, that should have been my time. Wait, ECP, what are you doing? I was going to say, you can't hit either of the people from right there. But Peko's got her back turned to the horse. Oh, but the horse had her back turned to the assassin. And now the assassin is doing what assassins do best and killing everybody in the ring. But Taye drops her onto the sledgehammer. But from behind, ECP, the only one standing. But now, Tae is the one using special medicine, sending her back into not into the table, into the ref. The referee is taking a lot of abuse. Ref is taking abuse in this matchup. German suplex to Yor. Yor stands right back up and slams Tae's neck into the mat. I'm not an employee. I'm a chaos agent with free tickets to Brazil. No, Jao Julio. No. Did El Condor burn there? I don't think El Condor burned at that point in time, but maybe. Maybe again locked in. But Yor still doesn't get Tae. Tae doesn't burn either. Peko does have that unsheathed blade. Couple slaps to the face. And goes for the pinfall on Tae, actually, which isn't a terrible idea. That's one, that's two, and Tae also burns. ECP and Yor, I believe, are the two who still have. And I was gonna say, no longer Yor, if that goes directly into the pinfall. That's one. ECP just saved Yor. That certainly could have and potentially should have been resiliency, but ECP said, no. Not yet. Single, no, I might have been a double leg dropkick. I didn't see if both feet landed. Kendo stick and play, ECP taking a nap in the ring. I still have bad memories. Oh yeah, you also got kidnapped. How was your kidnapping? Kuzu. I was gonna say it happens to the best of us. I've never been kidnapped, thankfully. Spine buster. Bada bing, just like Fuyuhiko. Tai lifting up yours, saying, okay, yeah, I gotta get you. But instead, actually also goes to get Peko, trying to bring everybody into the ring, which is hilarious. You're now the one taking a little cat nap. She's not a cat. ECP is saying, I'm gonna use my mind and take a step at a time. You're, with the unsheathed blade! She's not taking her mind. She might not be able to use her mind anymore after that unsheathed blade. Took her head off. My gosh. Okay, well at this point, it's a matter of who gets in the ring and who gets pinned. Because everybody's so hurt at this point. My gosh. We'll go to Brazil. I have someone close to me there. Nice. Very cool. You're back into the ring again. But ECP with the sledgehammer instead gets big booted by Peko. Stairs put down, and I think they were trying to feed ECP to Yor, but Yor went diving out and went face first into the mat. I think Condor burned already because Rez is supposed to be her first ability, not her second. I don't know. It might be switched around, who knows at this point. Actually El Condor did burn, which means nobody has resiliency except for Yor. There are no more resiliency usages except for Yor. That means Yor, big advantage in this matchup. ECP, however, does have 3 finishers. What is the AWE branding under the stairs as well? You know, somebody had to do it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Peko from the skies. Double axe. Reversal! Hold on, Pele kick. Peko's down. Once again, if ECP just wanted to roll her in there. And another Pele kick! 2 out of 3 competitors down and out. ECP heads into the ring. Tai meets her there. But instead rolls up ECP. And that might be 1, 2, 3. Nemona and ECP have no more hope for the tag team titles at the Fight Before Christmas. Yor has a very good chance to make sure it's just a 2v2. As a shot goes to the guts by Horse. It was nice while it lasted. ECP had one more finisher. But that's the brilliance of someone from the medical team said, I don't need to do any flashy moves anymore. A roll-up will pin anybody in this match. To keep it a buck with you. Rolled under. 2026 will be her year. I know it. Tossed into the barricade. Yo, they just want to hurt each other. Still curious if ECP kicked me, would it hurt? And in that case rather, I would enjoy it. Oh my gosh. Cause it would hurt. She is a horse. Big horse. Okay, I will be right back. Drives away. Oh my gosh. Y'all are insane tonight. I'll keep it a buck with you. Uh-oh. Ugh! On the back of her neck. Peko has 2 finishers as well. I want to keep it a buck. In terms of number of finishers, Peko could win this match. Peko very much could win this match. Tosses Tai not quite in the ring. Tai stops herself from getting... Oh man, we're gonna have to repair that post. Peko trying to bring Yor into the ring as well. Look at how bruised the back of Yor is. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Tai waiting for Yor to get up, but might have to turn her attention to Peko. Big boot right at the jaw. Oh, doesn't have to turn her attention to Peko. Oh no, not onto the stairs. Not onto the stairs! Oh my gosh, she was so close from being decimated. 1, 2, and that is all for Peko as well. Will it be Yor doing it for Kafka, making sure it's just a 2-on-2? Or will Tai be able to come up clutch for Naomi? Lift it up. Kick right to the sides. And drops her neck into the mat, lifting her up again. Yor does have a finisher, and she may be privy to use it. Up and dropped. Back first onto the knee. But Tai trying to get up as quickly as possible, knows Yor's prone to jumping and attacking. But I'll tell you what, that's not as good either. Running at her. Oh, stepped out of the way. Survived for just a moment. Single leg dropkick. Yor's injured. Yor injured, trying to crawl into the corner herself. Oh, man. Stretching out the jaw. Once again, using that medical knowledge. And wait a minute. She might be able to stun Yor. With all these kicks, she was not even close to stunning Yor somehow. Lifting Yor up, though. Tai does have a signature, turns her around. Yor reverses it, tries to go for a clothesline. Still in control. Knee strike. Another knee strike, very close to Yor being stunned. Goes up to the top rope. If she gets this. Big splash! If that's a pin, it's gotta be resiliency. It's not. She's going for the fin. No. Oh. Oh no, she's going for a submission. A little clover leaf. Wait, she's struggling. She might not burn. Oh man, y'all, I thought that was the end. And look, she was in the struggle animation like it was about to be over. And Tai is wondering, like, how am I going to get rid of her now? How am I going to get rid of her now? Going under the ring, thinking, I got to get a weapon. I'm dealing with a legitimate assassin. No weapon is better, apparently, than her knowledge of the human body. Up on the top rope. Ducks underneath, but gets taken down, falls onto the table. You can see the effects of this match taking their toll on Yor. Bruising all on the back, on the chest, on the face. She's got an injured body. Oh, and stood back up. Double knees onto the table. Tai might be out cold. And you're seeing that and taking advantage, weakening the body even more. Even if Yor does win, there's no guarantee she's 100% when she fights for the title. That's true. That is more than true. Stop! Oh! Did you see the stairs came down on Yor's head on the way back, but she walked through it like a champion. Low drop kick. Yor's head almost gets taken clean off. Tai getting dragged, tossed into the ring. You're realizing, I might just be able to go for this. I might be able to finish this thing off. DDT jumped into one, and that might have been enough. That might have been enough to knock her clean out. 1, 2, and that is all she wrote. Both Yor and Kafka get the job done. Will Waluigi be able to do the same thing in our next match? Yor and Kafka get a 2-on-2 shot at the titles. I knew she had this. It's a 2v2. I've almost said 1v1 a couple of times too, Sonic, so you know I can't fault you for that one. Man, oh man. But look at how fresh she was right here. And I want you to keep that in mind because we're gonna see her in a little bit. Look at how fresh she was at the start of this match. She was fine, she was looking great. She was looking very attractive, beautiful. Lloyd is a lucky man? But I digress. You're able to get the job done, and you can start to see the wear and tear form on her body throughout these clips. Because this became a war for Yor. Dropped onto that sledgehammer. Kicked right in the chest. And she was hurting bad, and I think actually the side of Peko caught the steel chairs. I'm sorry, the steel stairs, not the steel chairs. No, Lloyd and Yor are both lucky people. Okay, you know what, you're right. AV, she's married, you're right. But look, we've had terrible accidents backstage before. We've had deaths in the AWE. I'm just saying, she gotta keep her options open in case the worst comes to worst. But I digress. She is bloodied, she is bruised on her face, on her chest. And if you could see her back, let me tell you, it's gnarly. It's like hamburger meat. But she earned her spot, and she earned a straight 2-on-2 match for those titles. And look, I feel like she could have bent all the way back, but with how hurt her back is right now, she couldn't even manage that. Give me the fire real quick. Yor and Kafka get the disciples. And that might be a dangerous match for them. That being said, right now, Team Wa has a 2-on-2 opportunity, but that could change if Waluigi does not win. ECP had 60% of the votes? That's crazy. Not today, you guys, not today. But, I digress. It's Claude. It's Skull. It's Majima. It's Waluigi. Will we have another 2-on-2 secured? We'll find out shortly. Yor took the victory here. It will be either Waluigi, Skull, Majima, or Claude. Give y'all about 5 minutes on the clock. As the night continues and the night rolls on, let's get this show on the road. Claude, fear the deer! We can't let Fraud Luigi win this, says Peko. We'll see if that happens, but out first. It's Claude himself. Also, I heard Lloyd and immediately thought Lloyd Bannings. No, that's Lloyd. Let me see. I'm voting Majima, but I really want Claude to win, so Olivier succeeds by proxy. We'll see if that happens. My Yakuza have one more chance, and it's up to Majima. Will he get the job done is the million-dollar question, as I get a chip. We'll see. Claude is looking for a standout performance tonight to secure his name in this division. Olivier had a good showing, but good showings don't win championship. Wins win championships. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about getting that 1, 2, 3. It's about making somebody tap out. Claude, can he do it tonight? The audience is behind him. A lot of you are behind him. We'll see if that's enough. And there's a man who... Oh! Never mind. I was going to say a man who just recently lost his repaired status, but... But no. No, he's got his eye back. That doesn't surprise me, I guess. Well, hold on. Let's walk through this. Skull has his eye back. The repairman is back. Hina didn't have her eye back this past Sunday, but I guess that's because she got Amond separately. I think. That makes sense, I think. I'm just trying to, like, make sense of it all because, you know, being out for a couple of weeks in this division, it's, you can miss a lot. Let me talk to you. I guess he has a pair of mana. I guess they're a pair of mana has his power. You mean the repairman? Oh my gosh. That's a crazy autocorrect. Jax, that's a crazy autocorrect. They're a pair of man has his powers back on the repair. I love it. Anywho. The Woken one saying, we see the repairman was awakened well, so perhaps his awakening gave back the repaired their eyes, aside from Hina, it looks like it. He's so daddy, I love him. That is Majima. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. That being said, Outlast is the man who needs to win this to keep it 2-on-2. Once again, do they want that? Unknown. But here is Luigi. You know, maybe the more respectable of the two. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The wind, I don't know how that happened. Pair of man is just Mondo and Pi. I mean, there's a bunch of... This match, to be fair, has a bunch of pairs of men. The matches that we've had between these two. We have 4 1/2 teams competing in this Fatal 4-Way. They're like half of... Technically, we are only having half of pair of mans in this matchup. So autocorrect was like even more correct, or even more incorrect. They're not pairs of man, they're half pairs. They're halves of man. He's basically as devious as Wario, but if there's one thing I could say he might love to play fairly, it's tennis. Respectable. Can Team Wall win the run back? Hey, they won't have a true run back if they don't win tonight. It'll be triple threat rules, and who knows what they'll have to do to get those titles back. Waluigi has a lot on the line tonight as Inferno kicks it up a notch. Let's see. Will anyone join the Frenemies and Team Wa tonight? Claude starting off against Majima, but the only one standing on his own merit, on his own 2 feet for a moment there was Waluigi. Held those titles for 300-something days. I can actually check. I have it open. Had those tag team titles for 342 days. We're this close. This close to getting that whole year. You got to imagine they hold the frenemies in strong dislike because of that. Ooh, hold on a minute. Claude? Okay, Claude kicking up with it. Leader of the Golden Deer. Shot right to the face. We know we've seen Skull team up a lot in the past with the Great Gozu. They actually fought Team Wa before. Could not get the job done in an incredible anything goes tag team match. Punch right to the jaw. Waluigi suplex. Oh my gosh, into the trash can by Majima. Claude rolls to the outside. Majima looking for the person who stands up next. Turns Skull around. And, oh, reversal from Skull as well. Hold on. Skull gets knocked out cold by Majima with that knee. And Majima, it looks like he's looking to dive. Off the springboard, what is he thinking? Big crossbody. Claude outside the ring looking to fly himself. A man who knows how to function a wyvern, very familiar with the skies, but then we just saw that man's Majima gets just shoulder checked into that ladder, but he didn't, he's no selling it. He said, that won't nothing to me. I've been through way worse. Big chops, but a reversal right back by Skull. Outside the ring, a table bouncing off the head of Waluigi. Drops that table on Waluigi as all four of these men now spill to the outside. Claude fired up. And it looked like for a second there, those two teaming up against Majima. And then Skull saying, well, this team can't last forever. Both of us can't win this match. Claude tossed back inside the ring. Steel steps. Oh my gosh, going to the back. Oh my gosh. Dumped on him, but look at that. He took down everybody. Claude, the only man moving as he's allowed to get whatever weapon he likes to continue his onslaught. It's both of them with that, ooh, sledgehammer, but Majima a step faster. Tossed inside of the ring. Turned around. And a shot right to the chest. I said earlier, Claude very familiar with the skies. Akin to Alex at OC Revolution. With that triple moonsault. Ooh, reversal. Majima's head could have gone right through that trash can. And now Claude is the one in danger. Ooh, what is going on here? What is this move? Oh my gosh, the back of his head. The back of his head right onto the ladder. Goodness gracious. And now we have a submission by Majima outside the ring. Waluigi is trying to take it to Skull, but he's actually taking a fair bit of damage himself. Stomp there. Claude back in control of Majima. Majima over with a reversal. Waluigi trying to beat up Skull. Maybe crack his skull with a couple of shots right to the forehead. One, and just a one on Claude. Waluigi and Skull have literally been fighting everywhere. What is this? What do you got the hip movements going on? Oh my goodness gracious. Good for him. You know what, Waluigi? I ain't know you had it like that. If you got it like that, you might as well flaunt it. Skull taken down with authority as again everyone outside the ring. Steel chair right to the back of Majima, lifted up on the shoulders. And Waluigi sent into the barricade. Skull and Majima inside the ring like a dragon, hit with that cutter. The Mad Dog gets rolled up though. For one, not even one. One Lamau. As if this is Goro Majima we're talking about. It's gonna take a lot more than that. Couple of shots, reversal, and a knee strike to the gut. Walking Skull over to the rope. Skull's taking so much damage actually now that I'm looking at it. Oh no, 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 we've seen him do this before. Skull, watch your head, watch your skull, bam! 1, 2, and that had to be resiliency. I don't know what Claude's scheming over there, but Majima said that's not gonna happen, knocks that ladder down. Claude said maybe that was a part of my scheme all along. As he rolls Majima over. And woof, he landed on the ladder himself. I'm not sure if that was a part of his scheme. If so, that might not have been a great scheme, as he does a little bit of craziness, and a big old splash doesn't land. Skull's hurting bad. It looked like Claude was about to dive again. Wouldn't put it past him. Oh no. No, 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 no shot. Nah, no shot. Ooh, survived. Majima could have been wrecked by that ladder. Sent behind and over there. Waluigi in control of Skull. Oh no, no, no. Follow-away slam. Skull countered and Waluigi lands right on the ladder. Back and shoulder blades first. Face first into the LED post. And Skull fired up. My gosh, yo, Claude and Goro did Canadian Destroyers at the same time. I did not see the other one, but goodness gracious, double axe. It was probably beauty. A beautiful moment. Majima's a better Goro than Akechi, I'll tell you that much, dang. Well, you know what? I have to agree with you. Is he more decorated in the AWE? No. But Akechi's been here for longer, you know what I mean? Oh. Waluigi is not having a good time anymore. Claude tried to go for another high-flying maneuver. Majima was ready for him. Skull walking all the way around to do something. Waluigi's still dead. Oh, but he may have been playing possum. And I was gonna say, somebody spoke about Waluigi not playing fairly, except unless it's tennis. I think we might have seen something right there to confirm that. He was lying in wait, like a snake in the grass. And now Skull may be paying for it. Oh my gosh, onto the chair. The chair was standing up, man. Goodness gracious. All four men seem to be, Claude seems to be doing the best. I want to point out, all four men also have finishers. So that could change if somebody takes 3 of them. Everybody now in the ring. Face first onto the trash can. Pinfall into Claude. 1, 2, kick out. Majima's got to be thinking about a finish here. Claude likely thinking exactly the same since Majima into the corner. Reversal from Majima turns him around. But reversal by Claude, reverse the finisher actually, oh no. Majima might be in danger, but look at exactly where Claude is. We know that position can get you hit with a Canadian Destroyer. Oh, but he goes after Waluigi instead. Waluigi has no resiliency, 1, 2. Kicked out. Kicked out and survived. Walking around. Claude able to get back onto his feet. And Waluigi with that leg lock, that Waluigi leg lock. But it's broken up absolutely by both Claude and by Waluigi. And I think, oh, it's time for that skull crushing finale. Lands, and he's down for 1 for... Yo, are Claude and Majima working together? That's what it feels like. Maybe they're like, let's work together until the last 2. Maybe there's some sort of other agreement that we don't know about going on here. Oh my gosh. Landed on his feet. Skull pointing to the skies. What is he doing here? Shot to the back. And drops him onto the knee. Everybody stepping back into the ring. As, oh my gosh, the foot of Waluigi actually caught Claude. Majima survives that Waluigi knee, but Skull doesn't fall down, but he may be going down now. Dropped him with a sidewalk slam, and I want to point out Skull's already burned resiliency, so that may be an 0-7 for Skull, and... Oh, he caught him in the... Oh, ooh. Okay, Claude's been nasty on the ropes today. Boy has been admittedly nasty on the ropes. We got to give him that much. Kick to the gut. Reversal a bit again by Claude. Punching a Majima. I think that alliance may be over as Majima's very close to being stunned. But reversal right back by Majima. And it looks like he may be the one getting a big move down on Claude. But Skull's gonna be the one to pay for it. Oh my gosh, into the steps. If he wasn't out before, man's out now. Count to infinity, he's a dead man. Oh my gosh. Oh. He killed him. He ended his career. Oh, that was a very nice the move there. I don't even know what that was. Not for nothing. I don't care what happens. I just want Waluigi injured. Well, Waluigi's starting to really recover. We got to keep that in mind. And Waluigi does have a signature, and he's raking at the eyes of Claude. Into the ropes. Oh no! Claude actually interrupted the move from Majima. And now Waluigi is in full control and dropped. Shot to the head. His ankles are toast. Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, this is almost like a muscle buster. Oh! Oh, and his head hit the steps on the way down. On the shoulders. Hey, put down those repairman signs. Skull's out. Skull just took the L. What are they doing? Oh, man. Oh! That Waluigi back elbow. Yo, Waluigi and Splendid, they do have a lot of the same moves. And now look at this. Waluigi in control with that sledgehammer. Saying, hey, even if either one of you make it into that match, I'm going to make sure you're not walking in. Turn him around. Still standing tall, though. Reversal and sends Claude into the trash can. Claude still standing tall as well. Majima into the ring. Combo by Claude. And everybody's back outside. I still do it better. Waluigi and Splendid, the same person, confirmed /J. Unfortunately, we've seen them in the same place at the same time in the same match. Oh, no! German suplex! Onto the trash can! It crumbled! And Claude's neck may have also crumbled. Oh my gosh! But a shot from behind, Claude somehow still conscious. I don't know how. Calling for Waluigi to get up. What is he thinking here? Kick to the gut. Oh, we saw him do this earlier. Kind of swinging him round and round with that neck breaker. And a knee strike, however, unable to capitalize. Skull busted open on Majima on the barricade. Double knees in the back of his head. Went into the apron. Okay, now hold on a minute. Now hold on a second. What are the boys doing here? The boys do go a little crazy, apparently. My gosh. Stood up again. Went for a shot. Dropped him. Majima stands right back up. I think the stack of dimes that Clyde calls a neck is absolutely toast after this matchup. Hey, I'm surprised he doesn't have a head and neck injury at this point. It is by the grace of whoever he prays to. Oh man. I think Claude unintentionally just saved Waluigi, but now everybody is back in the ring. Stood right back up. Reversal there. Shot from behind though, but oh man, we talked about the stack of dimes that was his neck. It's gotta be, they gotta be, look, they might as well not make dimes anymore either. Pennies, they're gone. Dimes, we need them to repair Claude's neck. And plucking the leg. Waluigi locked in, and he's the only one left with resiliency. Oh man. Oh, but look over there. Majima still focusing on, oh, his neck again, dude! His neck again, Poka panicking, and a pinfall onto, with the ropes. Waluigi looks to put away with the Waluigi knee right onto the head and neck. We have 2v2s. Team Wa get their run back. Oh my gosh. We have to kill Waluigi! Lamau, I jinxed him. Yeah, well, you know, I think y'all all jinxed him. If you had rooted for Waluigi, he would have lost. I'll tell you what, though, at the end there, he went crazy. He was like, I see my opportunity. They are simply just better. I'll tell you what. Even in singles action, they can get the job done. I don't want to look at that anymore. He killed that man. Claude has a neck injury for nothing. Team Wa. Waluigi said, screw you in particular to Poka. Tragic. Well, we were discussing Amon sacrifices earlier. No, we're not sacrificing anyone to Amon. That'd be crazy. That being said, at the end of the day, Waluigi got the job done. Alright, Kaito Ryoma, kill those two again. They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. We'll see if they can get the job done. Waluigi, where are you? Hey, what can I tell you? A year ago, they shocked the world and made their way to the fight before Christmas and became champions. This time, it's no shock. They're heading back. That being said, give me the fight. Excellent. We go on. As we got 2 more matches to go. And this one is a tag team affair. I will not allow Fraud Luigi and Fraudio to win the titles again. You might not have a choice. Waluigi said, we're gonna do what we want, and that's win and be undefeated at not Brawloween, my bad, the fight before Christmas. Claude had the people support. Like, I don't care how petty they are. They take the title away from that little gremlin. Tragic. And there's a terrible day in lore for Pi, says the wind. Well, it could get worse. I mean, he's got him on in the main event. That being said, it's tag team time. It is the movement. And it is Cassius and Mystery, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just kind of assume that it's Kaito Momoto, tag team champion. That being said, tag team matchup, the movement. Cassius and a mystery. Here we go. Are you ready? You better be, because there's some fire. Let's go, Cass! A big Cass. Fraudio sounds like a neck snack. A nice snack, not a neck snack. What's a neck snack? Am I a vampire? I don't care how petty they are. Oh, I've already read that. Fair enough. And they're... we can talk about these guys. I'll hate them. Submitted Estelle to a dangerous game. And because of such, Cassius has been trying to whoop his butt over and over again, and he's honestly done a pretty good job. However, just recently as they were fighting in the parking lot, Yosuke joined in on the action to help out his Equalist Movement brother to finally get an edge up on Cassius Bright. Clover is also here. Screw her. Disrespectfully. I respectfully abstain. Oh, poor Kuzu. And here comes the movement. Bum and bum. Boo. Yeah, you know what? Big boos all around. Whoop his butt. No, Cass has been trying to kill him. You know what? You're right. We've seen attempted murder. But I'll tell you what, I think Cassius thinks murder is too good, too easy of an option for Alhaitham. He wants to make him pay. 82% for Cassius and Mystery. It's the Equalist. Terrible, no good, very bad, downright awful movement. Hey, you know what? You're dang right, Jax, man. You're dang right. Yeah, let's not murder. Well, I mean, you know, I think maybe I'll hate them could get a little bit murder, you know, just for the lulz. Well, that's not Cassius. Kanji? Kanji and Yosuke do have a little bit of a history. Ladies and gentlemen. No! He's back! It's you! We haven't seen you since right after AV Mania when the double, the concerto. You's back! Oh my gosh! For a moment there, it looked like Yosuke just saw a ghost. That's what he kind of feels like now, but he's back. Oh, Cassius just picked a good tag team partner tonight. Welcome back to you. You Narukami is back again. As Grace says, baby. Cassius, Brett, I thought you were just gonna choose Kaito because you guys got that tag team chemistry, but tonight's all about revenge. It's about vengeance. And looks like Yu's looking to get his lick back. And he's teaming up with one of AWE's greats. The wind-saying Munakata's long-lost brother, Lamel. Cassius Bright. I'm gonna tell you what, Al-Haytham's never really been able to get the one-up on Cassius Bright. Not when he cashed in his golden ticket. Not when he was attacking Cassius. Cassius got the upper hand, turned things around. Not when Cassius was attacking him. Absolutely not. And up until tonight, I still don't think he's gonna get one up on Cassius Bright. So Al-Haytham, I can't wait to see you lose. Grace saying, many have called him the Cena of this company. And for good reason, you're right. A man who does things the right way, but isn't afraid to show a little bit of ruthless aggression. Cassius Bright, tonight he's not fighting for himself, he's fighting for revenge, he's fighting to put Al-Haytham in his place, maybe knock some sense into him. Cassius Bright teams up with a returning Yu tonight, and look who's starting this matchup off. Look who's starting this matchup off. These two went one-on-one, and it was a show-stealing match up until Amon interfered and turned a 5-star match into what many people remember as a truly horrific sight. You gotta imagine after so many months, you might have a little bit of ring rust. But he's in the ring with somebody he knows better than anybody else in the world, in Yosuke Hanamura. That being said, you gotta imagine that he's so very disappointed in him. Like, we never really understood why either. And at this point, maybe there is no why. Yosuke's been on the wrong path for a long time now. And I don't think you just magically appearing is gonna change that. Into the corner. Yosuke reversing. Right now, Yosuke has Yu's number. Ryu with the reversal himself turns Yosuke around. Drop kick from behind. And oh my gosh, took out Clover! Went through the ropes. I don't know how he got through the ropes and took out Clover instead. And I take it back. Maybe he hasn't missed a beat. I don't know how he did that. This will be quite the match before our main event. My gosh. They sounded like really close friends. What happened? Yosuke joined the Equalist movement, got full of himself, called himself the Premier One, count of 6, and look, You better believe Yosuke would be happy to win this thing by countout. But this time it looks like he's bringing you back in, saying, I'm going to put you right back on the shelf. Stomp to the ankle. Off the ropes. Ooh, but you at the last second rolled his way out of the way. Still trying to catch his breath. Straight back up again. Turned around. And targeting. Ugh! Targeting that head and neck. And an elbow drop lands as well. And look who's removing turnbuckles. Tossed almost into the referee, but Yosuke got to stop himself. Got hit with a clothesline from behind. You trying to work his way back up into this fight, trying to tag in Cassius Bright. Reversal. Yosuke sends him into the corner and a kick right behind the ear. Cassius trying to build up that hot tag, not working out in his favor. Instead, you, not where he wants to be, in the wrong corner, and a tag has been made as these two are a flush tag team together, turning you around and a stomp to the ankles as I'll hate them. Make sure that Cassius does not tag in, keeping you as far away as possible and continuing to rough him up. Dropped and high fly in with that senton. Why would he turn on his friend, on all of his friends? Wait a minute. I think he was going for the signature there, reversed. But Clover accidentally costing her team, and look at the look on her face like, referee, no, pay attention instead. I know I removed the turnbuckle. That may have, not cost, but turn this match around for you. Clover may have just put Yosuke in a terrible position, calling for him to get up. Hurricane Rana all the way from the top to the outside and an elbow drop. This match has suddenly shifted gears and in the direction of you, Narukami. Dragging Yosuke back into the ring, and keep in mind we still have a completely fresh Cassius Bright. We got a completely fresh I'll hate them for the most part as well. You, I think, was trying to make that tag, but Yosuke got his head back together in the nick of time. But you now has that momentum trying to turn him around. Firing right back is Yosuke, and now look at that, right to the forehead. But, oh no, what is he thinking? Turns back around. That was the even cooler kick, the kick in town. Well, he probably got that from Clover. Clover, who was a fiend and stealing moves from the Racket of Psalm. And returning fire with a kick behind the ear of his own. Pinfall, one. Still just one. Couldn't even bait out Al Haytham, could not bait him out. But maybe baiting him out now, because look who just tagged into the match. Cassius Bright. Yosuke with a couple of hits trying to get Cassius off his game, but Cassius just too good for Hanamura. Off the ropes. Oh, rolled out of the way. Cassius is trying to stop that tag. Yosuke is still fast. Might be quicker than Cassius Bright. But at the end of the day, powerbomb position. He's still dealing with the greatest of all time. One of the greats in the AWE. Cassius Bright rolls out of the way. Trying to pin Cassius Bright. Rolled up into a pinfall for one. Cassius rolls right back up. And look at that hook. The angle got him down for two. Almost stole it from Yosuke Hanamura. Kicked out at 2.9. We almost saw the end of the match right here, right now, as a tag has been made back to you. And what do they have going on here? Wait a minute. Do you two have some tag team moves here? Kicked him right in the head. Now, ain't that a kick in the head stopping that tag from being made? And I want to point out, you does still have a finisher locked on. Oh no, Clover yelling out to him. Hey, referee, you gotta do something about her. You gotta do something about, get her out of here. Yosuke back up to his feet. And it's a Hurricane Rana taking you down. But you, not giving up. Standing Yosuke back up into the corner. And tag not made. Yosuke a little bit wiser than that. Instead saying, no, you're going to my tag team partner. If you didn't know, I have a finisher, and we can put you away for good. You should have never gotten up from that hospital bed is what he's saying. As these two send him up and plop him down. Dang. You hate to see it. 1, 2. U-Burn's resiliency. Cassius Bright going after Yosuke. Yu is now in legitimate danger. Cassius on the outside. Yu with the reversal. Big chop, big. Okay, combinations. Yu not giving up. Hey, she's got to go. Referee, you got to get her out of here. This is the second time. Backstabber. Ref, get Clover out of here. Chop. Big hits. A punch to the jaw. But a reversal to the last second by Yu. Lifting Al Haytham up. Sending Al Haytham into the corner. Cassie says, we've been waiting for this tag. Can he get it? No, doesn't tag out. Shot to the back. Tries to turn him around. No, he's not turning him around. Oh, he's running with the neck breaker, that finisher. One, it's broken up. Broken up. Stood back up. Yu does still have a signature. If he lands it, it could honestly burn on Al Haytham, but instead, look who he tags in. A man with a signature himself, Cassius Bright. Is he going to get another one up on Al Haytham? Al Haytham steps out of the way. Turns Cassius around. Neck breaker. Lifting Cassius right back up again. Turns Cassius backwards. Cassius with the reversal. Off the ropes. Hits the drop kick right to the side. An attack again made to Yu. Interesting decisions making the tags. I guess maybe still trying to keep him as fresh as possible. But now he is in incredible trouble because... Wait, reversal right back. Reversal right back. Yu back in control again. German suplex snapped into it. Like he's snapping into a Slim Jim. And now Al Haytham's getting beaten up wildly with the combinations by returning Yu. And again, oh my gosh. Hey, this is too much. Double boot right to the, and they're going right to the head. Right to the head that Yosuke concertoed. Come on, you gotta make that hot tag. No. Again, mocking Merrin, but this time, Yu scouted it. He knew it was coming, slaps Yosuke right in the face. And a Russian leg sweep. Yosuke stands up, but the tag is made. Yosuke turns his back and says, I don't know if I want this smoke, as he's getting DDT'd by Cassius Bright. And Cassius calling for Yosuke to get up. And the super kick lands. No! Yosuke with the reversal. And goes to tag in. I'll hate the wise move from Yosuke, admittedly. Baited out that kick from Cassius Bright. Knows he's the fresher opponent, and now they gotta wear him down too. Daddy is Bright. I don't think it would be easy. I think it would take time and effort, but I don't think it's possible. Get her out of here. I agree. Clover's gotta go. White noise. Walking around staring Cassius down. Calls for him to get up. Look at this. Clotheslined. Off the rebound and through the ropes. Broken up. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You probably didn't need to come in there for that. It's Cassius Bright. You might have wanted to save it for what Al Haytham's about to do now. He's got two finishers. He's lifting up Cassius Bright and he drops him. Bookmarks him. For one, he's got no resiliency. He ain't need it. He did not need it. And Cassius works his way back up and saying, you forgot I'm being powered by hate tonight. Tosses him outside of the ring. Cassius building up speed. Catches him into a DDT outside the ring. Oof. Man. Cassius Bright now wailing away, punches unloading. Oh, man. Kick right to the temples. Just knocking him silly. I hit them up again. But getting tossed all the way around the ring into the steps. This might, and this is what I'm talking about, the hatred between these two, it might go on. This might be a count-out victory. Drop kick right around the bell. Clover! Oh my gosh! Cassius, it's at a count of 9. Oh, he made it back in. Oh my gosh, Clover's got to get out of here. Clover has to get out of here. We can't keep doing this. Tag's been made. Popped him up. They did this before, and ain't that a kick in the head? Let's just kill Clover. Okay, look. I'm about sick and tired of Clover after this match. You tossing, I'll hate them back into the corner, but I think that might have been, oh, he didn't quite go for the finisher. Never mind. Oh, wait a minute. We saw him do this on the outside, though. The power game, directly into the pinfall. 1. Yosuke breaks it up. Come on, you. You got 2 finishers. Lifts him up. Slams him down. Come on, you. You can win this match. Tag's been made. But I'll hate them's gonna try and make that tag ASAP. Cassius Bright calling for I'll hate them to get up, but he turns around and he's met with Yosuke. And Yosuke drops Cassius with a suplex. Cassius stands right back up though, saying your suplex don't mean nothing to me. Rolls him up. Wait a minute. 1. And y'all don't think I didn't see that. The Clover was trying to pick up. Oh, hold on, trying to break Yosuke in half, trying to pick the foot of Cassius. We saw that. I saw her reach into the ring. I don't know if everybody saw that, but I definitely saw that. The turns fire. Yosuke's got the signature, doesn't have the finisher. Are they going to be looking for tag team finisher? No, just tag team move. Itham does have a finisher, and I think Yosuke's doing his best so that, Al Haytham can get Cassius on that pin, but that's not working out in his favor. He forgot he's dealing with Cassius Bright off of that springboard. Phoenix Splash, oh my gosh, 1, 2, he missed it the first time like a failure, but I digress. Cassius almost took out the mans as well. Cassius Bright working everything back up. Big chop, but a reversal by Al Haytham. Cassius reverses right back. Clotheslines him over the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. That is Cassius Bright, but a neck breaker onto the ropes. That's the dirtiest player in the game in this juncture. I'll hate them, but he's got you by his side this time. He is not finding it alone. Went for a super kick there, but instead picks him up. But it's not the true nature of all things. Reversed by Al Haytham. Off the ropes though. DDT. Cassius not giving up. And he's got the bracer hold locked in. Yosuke can't come in and help. Is Al Haytham gonna have to top out to Cassius Bright? No, I think Al Haytham's gonna survive. My gosh, AA no. But tag's been made. You does still have 2 finishes, but Al Haytham stood right back up. Hurricane Rana though by you. I'm gonna tell you what, Al Haytham is now looking like the weaker link of the Yosuke Al Haytham team. Yosuke got beaten up for the majority of this match, but it's all turned around, and he's in perfect position as he hits him with the truth. For 1, for 2, and resiliency burned on Cassius. I'm sorry, on Cassius's foe. I'll hate them. He's calling for the end of this. Clover! At the last second, before he could hit that finisher, Clover plucks the leg of Yu Narukami into the pinfall. He has no resiliency built up. 1, 2, but he still kicks out. Still kicks out. If Clover was not here, they would have lost this match ages ago. Oof! But there was that tag team work. You thought it was going to be a tag, but instead, they work together. But you stands right back up, tries to hit Al Haytham down, but hits his arm instead. And now I'll hate them calling for the end of this, but the tag made to Cassius Bright. The last thing you want to see if you're I'll hate them as he gets clotheslined to Timbuktu. Shots fired on I'll hate them. Bright, more than happy to wait for him to get up. Goes to Yosuke as well, saying, all right, I'm about sick and tired of you. Drops him head first on the apron. Cassius Bright then makes his way over to Al Haytham. Yanks at his, oh man. Drops him down. Everyone calling for Clover as an enemy of the state. And for Clover to get out of here, but I'll tell you what, as I said earlier, she's the only reason they haven't lost this match already. Shot right to the head. Count of 7. Count of 8. Count of 9, but I want to point out Cassius doesn't want to end this thing by count out, so he bops Yosuke again. And then heads back into the ring, because he's now ready for that kick right to the head. Yosuke can't do a thing. And he's calling for that kick. Will he knock some sense into Al Haytham? Boom! But Al Haytham stands right back up. Cassius didn't notice. And Al Haytham tried to send him down, but Cassius knocks him senseless again. Catches him with a neck breaker from the top. Stomps on his arm. Oh, that might be rope break. It is. Al Haytham is dying right now as he's lifted up one more time. Into the corner. Tag's been made. I didn't know that was a tag. Drop kick right to the chest. And a pinfall so that you can get the victory on his return. Welcome back, you. Even with Clover interfering time and time again. They got the job done. La-mow. You love to see it. Get wrecked, Clover. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah, baby, it's over. Hey, look. I gotta tell you. As a tag team, those two weren't that effective against these two. But with Clover, it could have gone any way. It could have gone any way. You are undisputed king. Man, and while Cassius, and look, Cassius always that guy saying, hey, it's your return, kid. You get the pin. Let's make this ending happen. A fairy tale ending, and a fairy tale return, and a tragic ending for Al Haytham as he loses again to Cassius Bright. Man, oh man. Trying to kick some sense right under that jaw of Al Haytham. And you, as Yosuke is forced to watch on, gets the victory. Here are your winners. You burned so early, and don't forget, you burned early on in this matchup too. So early on. Also, hold on. Yo. Yeah, hold on. Let me switch over real quick. Yeah, go, oops. Drop my old headset. Hey, make sure that you, make sure they get out of the building. Yep. Yeah, and keep eyes on the end. Keep him in the building and make sure he don't teleport nowhere. And get the rest of them out of the building. Appreciate you. Hey, good work, Naida. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright. Whew. Whole headphones fell off. Man, this neck brace, it sure is something.
Battery fully charged.
Alright. Very good. Battery's fully charged. Yeah, I didn't need to plug that in anymore. Alright. It's main event time. Are you ready? 81% for Cassius, and who? Cassius and you! Good on you! I'm glad, because look, every time you has been here, he's done good work. It's just, usually in U matches, there's somebody to interfere with his good work. Tonight he even had somebody by his side, Cassius Bright, to say, hey, we're better than that. It's main event time. It's Pi. It's Amon. 5 minutes on the clock. Main event time. Pi, Amon. Let's see those votes. You is winning technically. You winning is technically Munakata winning if you squint. Lion, please. Lamau. I don't want to see either of these people win. I think that's how a lot of people feel. Not for nothing. Good luck to Pi, man. You know, I will say Pi does have 73% of the votes, which feels correct. People might hate Pi. But you gotta imagine. You gotta hate him on more as our main event begins. Speaking of, this has me worried. Why does this have you worried? I have not been keeping a track of my wins anyway, Lamau. Still betting pancakes over here, because I need them, but jeez Louise, Kuzu. Marcel saying Pi's a dick, but Amon attempted several murders here. Yeah, as a man who's in a neck brace, I would not be voting for Amon. But I'm a man who also enjoys a good chip. I don't have a horse in this, so hey, pass the popcorn around. Not for nothing. Jack saying, listen, Pi might be a little arrogant sometimes. A little arrogant? But I'm sorry, the day I root for Amon is the day I have given up on all hope in life. Oh my gosh. Hey, well, like, what if Amon rips off the mask and it's actually been Neo the whole time? Right? ECP where? Unfortunately, there's no ECP right here. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can keep talking over that guy. Here, in fact, let me get some apple cider. And do business. Okay, Zhao Julia. The Neo Amon plot twist would be crazy. Lamau, it's me, 249. It's also crazy, but Lamau. Is that the shortest rating all-star champion here? This is the shortest rating champion of all time in the AWE. Actually, it's actually Alice from Genshin Impact who is Amon. Could never be. That's a MILF. There's no way that Amon is a MILF. Keep it a buck. Buy Amon 249 shirts now, Lamau. That would also technically make Amon's, Amon my son's coworker. I think that's your son's boss, to be honest. What are you gonna do about that, Kusa? Are you gonna vote for Amon? And I would hate that. Fair enough. That is fair enough. Now you see this is, this match is a hint. Pi versus Amon. Pi, Amon, Paimon. Amon is Paimon confirmed. Imagine. Hey. We never found the body. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's a theory. A game theory. Anywho. Sandy calling this action. And immediately they're grappling. Pi unable to get any harm done on Amon, but may be able to turn that around. If he's able to, come on. Come on. There we go. Pi's got him on by the waist. And ringing away at him. Locked on tight. Turns him around and look at that transition. Okay. Now look, we may have seen Pai's best match of all time recently on Black Friday against Arrow for the United World Championship. Tonight, he's got to use that ring prowess that he showed off against Amon to hopefully pick up this victory. Wants to do this for Mondo. Not that it will really change anything, but hey, get your look back, as the kids say. Rolled up though. Hands look like they're under the ropes, but I guess not. Sarah's like, you're dang right there under the ropes. Acknowledge me. Wait, a sledgehammer? Pai, what the heck? What on earth? Sammy, get that out of the ring. Oh no, Pai is... Now hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Now, oh, Pai able to get a shot to Amon's chest. Pushes him away. Pai turns around. Moonsault. No, double rotation with it. Hold on a minute. Is this no DQ? It's not no DQ. It is not no DQ. So I don't know why there's a sledgehammer in this fight. It is a regular singles match. Knee strike. Amon's busted open right now. Hold on. Pai is taking it to Amon. And then lands on the sledgehammer that he brought into the ring. Lifted up. Pai able to slide behind and hits him from behind with the knee. Pai really wants to use that sledgehammer, but he says, okay, fine, you know, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't, maybe I shouldn't. Sammy... Is Sammy not counting? Okay, Sammy is counting. I was gonna say, this is a regular match. Goodness gracious. Step back in. Count of one. Shot to the gut. I'm sorry? Is that Taka? Taka, what are you doing? Taka, what the heck? What? Why on earth would Taka do this? Pai hitting a great kick on Amon, but what? Amon steps out of the way. Pai rolls out of the way, trying to turn Amon around. I gotta get myself back into the headspace to call this. Yo. Then I think he's also mad at Pai. The gays are fighting. Backhand to the back of the head. Pai is admittedly doing a pretty good job against Amon. Trying to weaken that arm. We know he uses that to crush the skulls of people who don't have... Yo, Sammy... Pai, be careful. He didn't even call that disqualification. Actually... I don't know what's going on. Slice of Pai lands on Amon. Come on, one. Come on, two. Resiliency. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Pai's got a chance. Sammy's just not calling anything. Is Sammy okay? Up on the top rope. Hold on a minute. Pai might be putting down Amon easily. A shot to the face. He's on wobbly legs. Up and around. Signature lands on Amon. Amon writhing in pain. I was hoping Pai would go for the finish there, but not the case. One, 1. It's no DQs, but there's countouts. I don't know what Sammy's thinking. And you know, maybe Sara was right. Maybe Sara was right. Leg drop lands on Pi. Lifting him up, and look at this. Rope break. Yeah, so rope. Oh, yo, no, never mind. Sara's got to be furious. Oh, no, directly into that finisher. Oh, no. Pi doesn't have... oh, wait. Wait, no, Pi surviving. He had no resiliency. He survived that submission from Amon. He has a slice of pie if he can land it. Or maybe he's going for one that's a little bit more involved. An unidentified slice of pie lands. He's done it. He got him. 1, 2, and Amon. Okay, he got another one. Okay, he got another one. No, we're good. We're good. We're goated. Okay. I thought we were good. I really did think we were good. I thought we were set. Thought we were A-okay. Oh, come on. No. Hold on a minute. No, hold on. No. Come on, Pi. Oh. Kicked out without resiliency. That's hey, good on him. Get him. Heading outside the ring. And now Pi is looking a little bit worse for wear. But it ain't over. Catches the foot. Look at that. Sweeps the leg. Lands on Amon. Come on, Pi. There are, how much of chat? 67, just 2/3 of y'all? 67% of chat rooting for you, but Amon rolls out of the way. Heads up. He's going up to the top rope himself. He's gonna have to turn around though. Gets Pi with a double axe into the pinfall. Still trying to bait resiliency on Pi. Still doesn't get it. Using the ropes as well. 1, 2. Still kicking out. Come on. Stands up. Oh, no, but catches him. Wait, but got out of the way. Oh, Hurricane Rana. Come on, Pi. Pi's calling for it. It could be the end of the whole fight. Slice of Pi lands. And Pi becomes the, I don't know what person to beat them all, but he got him. Yeah, baby. Amon's not easy to put down, especially when Taka shows up. What the heck was that about? I don't know what the heck was that, because I'll keep it a buck with you. Amon didn't go for the pin after that either. He was just looking on. I don't think Amon knew that was coming. Let's go. We take Amon losses. Oh yeah, we 1,000,000% do. 1.5% we take Amon losses. Woo, go team. Y'all forgot it's December. It's Pi's month. That's true. From the heavens to the grounds. Pi took down Amon. Never worried. Especially after this one. Popped off the ropes. Unidentified. Slice of pie. Thing of beauty. 0-2 for the equalist. Weren't Taka and Mondo a tag team before Pi fully came in? That's true. They were. Before Team Wa, the longest reigning. Well, I guess before Team Wa, and then I think before the Bug Hunters, and then also before Coldest Day. They had the tag team titles for a little bit. They held them for a while. But I digress. When Amon did this, we were all a little bit concerned, but Pi still fought on. He had vengeance in his heart, and a slice of pie on the plate. of Amon's mask ready to be served for 1, for 2, and for 3. Got him. You may not like him. You may think he's cocky. But I'll tell you what, he got the job done tonight. Taka, what the heck? Let me see. So Rebellion on Sunday is going to be fascinating after that development from Taka. I completely agree. Coldest Day, now that's a throwback. I missed them, and I shouldn't, Kuzu. You really shouldn't. Amon genuinely should have won, rather. This made him look really weak, not gonna lie. Hey, Amon is a weakling. Just like his weak morality, just like his weak ideals, you know what I mean? He's a hypocrite, and that's now finally starting to show in the ring. Amon can't excuse this. He keeps losing to people who don't have powers, 1,000,000%. 3 slices of pizza pie, so he has no excuse for his BS movement. Agreed. It's about time. And that is our main event. Pie picks up the W. Whoop whoop. And I can end these polls real quick. Huh? Big shout there, and big shout to Pie, who got the victory on Amon. Thank goodness. You love to see it. As you and Cassius, they got the job done too. Waluigi, and I want to point out both of these tag team fatal 4-ways. Both partners won. So we got 2-on-2 matches at the fight before Christmas. Tartaros and Golden will go 1-on-1 after that incredible triple threat match. Sara pinned Merrin after something snapped in her brain. When that when that rope break was called on Merrin. Boy howdy, and of course, the Pyro Archon did show up, and she definitely showed out. So we started with Mondo getting obliterated and Pie obliterating Amon. We take those. Clearly this is because Mondo lost lost his talent under Pie's watch. Ooh. You might be onto something, opening. You might be onto something. Really curious to see what Taka's all about. I agree, but I think opening, I could see that being the case. Anywho, that's my Pyro Archon. Oh, that could have also been a reason. Yeah, I was gonna say that would bring me back. I'm gonna take it I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Anywho, this match was not no disqualifications, unless someone told Sammy it was. It was supposed to be a singles match. Maybe Taka did. Anywho, Ethan's injury has been aggravated further. Cassius got his job done. Claude also suffered injury. Yor suffered injury. El Condor Pasa suffered injury. Nemona's injury has been furthered as well. And Wario is also injured. Yo, all these tag teams, both of the entirety of this team is injured. Yor is hurting. Wario is hurting. Neither of those opposing teams are gonna go into this fight before Christmas at 100%. That's something to keep in mind, you know what I mean? Anywho, that was our news. We'll go to our next show, which will be Rebellion, unless, yes, great. So our Rebellion would have been wrong, but they probably will be there. Y'all don't need to fight again. That being said, you've had 2 great matches, but like Iba's won both of them. You don't need to fight again. March and Kyutaro. No, also doesn't really need to happen. Makoto versus Nemona. Nemona, you're hurt. Stop wanting to battle. And 2K? 2K, are you okay? 2K? Hello? you alright, 2K? Alright, well, interesting. Also, let's not forget our favorite All-Star Championship has won the... Look at our roster real quick. It's not a new week, so nothing has changed. Merrin's on top. March is in second, which is crazy. March should definitely be number 1. Mondo's third, Wario is 4th, Ryoma 5th, Sakura 6th, Chi-Chi is 7th, Von Karma 8th, Iroh 9th, 10th, 11th, Deity Miku 12th, Margaret 13th. You know what? Fair enough. 14th is Ito, even though he died. Amon 15th, Neo 16th. You guys remember when Amon was stuck at number 1 for so long? And look at how the mighty have fallen. ECP at 17, Arrow 18, Kaito 19, and rounding off your top 20 is the new All-Star Champion in Golden. That is our show. Watch out, y'all. It flames me over. Man, oh man. It's a training match. 2K, you absolute troll. My favorite won the exclamation point. Mondo should be lower for his performances lately. I feel like he's going to probably drop inevitably. Where's Taka? I don't know. Yo. Nahida, you got a read on Taka? No, just walked out of the building with it. Okay. Huh. Alright. Appreciate you. Well, he's not in the building. He left. He left after that German suplex. Now I'm curious about what Taka's going to do to Pai. At this point, I feel like it's about what Pai's going to do to Taka. AV, I need to ask for a request. I'm all ears. Can I fight Ryoma sometimes? Ryoma's tag team champion. You can't fight him before the fight before Christmas. The day Neo moves up, play over a man, rather, is the day I become, I'm sorry, is the day that I cheer. What's going on? He's gone already. Did I hear a with? With? I don't think you heard a with. Perfect. I'll see y'all later. Pai already leaving. I've been agitated too much. You're right. We gotta talk to Ryoma about pushing you over, actually. Yes, I can. I totally can. That is the countdown to Fistmas. We have had a lot of things progress. I'm gonna be real. I didn't think anyone could earn the ire of Pai more than Wario right now. But enter the room, Taka. Walked out of the building with him. That was probably just a speak up. Naida said he walked out of the building without any problems, without confronting. I just stopped because she was still in the middle of the conversation. That's entirely my bad. Anywho, I believe all the refs are getting on Sarah's bad side. Look, after tonight, sometimes you can't blame Sarah. Maybe she wants Splendid. I think she probably wants Splendid to referee whatever match she might have down the line. Taka has company, probably. That would do it. AV, I'm gonna cash in at Conquest at the fight before Christmas. Okay, on what title? Not for nothing. I see. I want to see where this drama goes. I was hoping there wasn't gonna be any more drama. There's already so much drama in the AWE right now. You know what I mean? Give us a belt. Yeah, I was gonna say, you have to call, you can't just call your shot, you have to call your belt too. I don't want to alert Jags? Dang. Well, I guess it'll just be a secret. I suppose. I noticed. That is all she wrote in that case for Inferno. We will be back this Sunday for Rebellion with a lot of fallout. You know what I mean? How about we just not give JFJ a title shot? You know, that would be the best solution. I don't even know why he was in that match, to keep it a buck with you, but it is what it is. What's happened has happened. Kidnapper shouldn't have titles. I agree with that. 1,000,000%. Anywho. Yeah, screw that JFJ guy. But anywho. Hey, can I get the bells ring ting tingling? There we go. you're gonna want to be here for Sunday. The countdown continues. Oh, we're almost at 4 hours. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye, you guys. The countdown continues. We have our matches starting to lay themselves out. I'm sure Cassius and Al-Haytham, they gotta do some talking. I'm sure, at this juncture, more importantly, Pai and Taka are gonna do some talking. So you're gonna be at, if not the next Rebellion, you're gonna be here for the next couple of shows. You're gonna want to be here every single week because things are heating up and things are going crazy right now. Things that I never would have expected. Taka? Out of nowhere? Make my neck hurt. Anywho, get me out of here until next week for Fracture and until this Sunday for Rebellion. I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Get me out of here. And as always, thank you for watching. And goodbye to the chat. Goodbye, Sonic Gaming. To Kaz, to Rio, to Opening, to Marcel. I haven't done this in a long time. To JFJ, to Sky. Let me see. To Sprinkles. To David. To Jags Fan. To everybody who was in the chat. To Lion. Everybody in the chat. I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew tonight as well. Good night. Tonight. Farewell. And thank you for watching. Where am I? Yeah, good night to Grace too. That's my guy. Anywho, Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching as the countdown continues this Sunday.